Hey guys, it's me, Math Geek here, and we're gonna be hosting a tournament shortly. It's the Wild Weeklies. We're gonna be doing the Yogg special, so every deck has to include Yogg. It's gonna be a fun little challenge. I think that'll make for some good viewing. So right now we're just getting all of the participants ready, and yes, they're already having a fun little discussion right now. We're trying to organize them for us to be able to stream in just a minute. So
all right, they're all ready to go.
Okay,
so,
you're back.
In the meantime, Krillin, introduce
shut
yourself to the stream.
Hello, everyone. I'm Krillin, and totally did not realize that we were live right now. So
we're live. Say hi, Krillin.
We are going to be getting everything set up, and our first match is going to be Danny Donuts versus Aerobounce. And I just let them know that they can get all situated for that, and we will be beginning soon. Do you want to talk about the decks a little bit?
So I've already mentioned that they're all going to have Yogg in them, so that's going to be kind of interesting. But our first matchup is Zeladon versus Scud or Donut Quack, whatever, however he goes. And Zeladon's lineup currently is composed of Warlock, Druid, Priest, and Mage. And what's really interesting is, except for the Druid, naturally, all of the other decks are singletons, specifically to focus on Kazakus to get that extra Yogg tick. I think it'll be really interesting to see how those decks go with like Bran into Kazakus, get the extra potions just to get some extra Yogg stacks. Might be interesting to see some 5s being taken for Kazakus. Just try getting them off before a turn 10 Yogg
Definitely.
Then we have, pardon?
And just to reiterate, it's Danny Donuts versus Aerobounce right now.
I thought you said we're doing Zeladon versus...
Zeladon. So Zeladon versus Janakek was supposed to be the first matchup, but it seems as though Janakek, also known as Scud, is not online right now. So we're going to be moving Zeladon up against Get Meowth.
Okay.
And we're going to be streaming the other match first.
So Danny Donuts versus Aerobounce. Okay,
yes.
Let's go through the stuff that I was talking about them.
Yes, they're starting now, and the bans are Aerobounce banned the Mage, and Danny Donuts banned the Priest.
Okay, so the Mage for Danny is banned, which was just kind of a standard burn Mage deck, really. It wasn't something incredibly unique. We've got like Ice Lance and Mirror Image, which is an interesting anti-aggro choice. Primordial Glyph, Volcanic Potion Fireballs, those kind of classic Mage burn spells with an Alexstrasza and Yogg on the top end in case he's not able to burn them out. It's a very classic style deck. That got... Yay! And about the other banned deck that... what deck was banned out for Aerobounce?
For Aerobounce,
Priest?
The Priest was banned, yes.
Yeah, so that's an Inner Fire, Divine Spirit-esque kind of combo deck as well. With Shadow Visions, Radiant Elementals, that kind of typical build. Lyra and Yogg are on the top end.
Yeah, and as this warrior that Danny Donuts has brought, looks like he has a lot of spells going on here, which of course is to pump up that Yogg, which we're hoping to get to in the late game.
A lot of really interesting control choices. So things like Sleep with the Fishes and Revenge. Those are going to be lots of fun to watch.
Oh,
Something
yes.
that I noticed is missing. You think that he would include some kind of whirlwind, he would include whirlwind. The only real whirlwind effect, true whirlwind he has, is on Death Spite and Ravaging Ghoul, which only has one Ravaging Ghoul and both Death Spites. So he's kind of light on the deal damage to everything for Revenge and Sleep with the Fishes kind of synergy.
Yes, and the issue with Revenge or Sleep with the Fishes is that you do need those activator cards in order to get them out there. And if you don't play those activator cards, I mean, they're essentially just dead in your hand, and they won't be able to. I think you can play them without any activation, but they obviously won't do as intended.
Exactly. So you're going to really want to be sitting here for the Sleep with the Fishes combination. Looking at his hand right now, he has 2 shield slams, which he's not going to be able to use to full effect for quite a little bit. They're only going to be able to deal 2 damage if he combos it with his hero power.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't look like he's going to be climbing up very much armor anytime soon. He doesn't have any of those cards.
Yes, and if there's one card I don't want to see that dirty rat hit, I think Twitch chat knows what I'm talking about here. We don't want dirty rat to
Lothab
hit
out.
Yogg.
We don't want to see Lothab be tossed out. That'd be really bad. Oh, speaking of
Well,
that,
that would be bad, but in light of the tournament,
we don't want to see Yogg.
yes.
But neither players have Yogg in hand right now, so we don't have to worry about that for a little bit, fortunately. But we did see Lothab pulled out, which is kind of bad for Danny. It's fine that the effect won't take place, but having a free 5/5 plopped out is just really bad for his game plan.
Oh yes, absolutely. But he is aware of the deck list, so
Yeah.
he can activate and execute it if he wants to.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he's doing.
For Arrow Bounce's deck, his top end, like for out of his 5 mana or more cards, he has 2 Azure Drakes, Lothab, Cabal, Crystal Runner, and Yoggs are on. So he doesn't have very much in the top end beyond really Lothab and Yogg. Lothab is the second largest minion in the deck beyond Yogg. So pulling out a Lothab is probably one of the worst things he could have gotten out.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, we're going to see that Cabal Crystal Runner become higher value over time. So I guess he has a lot of spells in hand, so that Lothab really would have done a number on him.
Yes, it would have. I mean, the cards that he does have right now aren't exactly something that you want to play right away, but that Lothab could have possibly protected this Ethereal Arcanist.
He called
Not
it.
sure if I...
He predicted that counter spell and was trying to play against it.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done on his part. He targeted his own. It was his. He pretty much just played a shield slam for 0, knowing that it was going to be a. Knowing that it was going to be a counter spell or a. Or the other one that copies spells.
Yes, the Mana Bind.
Yeah, Mana Bind. Very smart play on his part.
Yes, and it doesn't look like Mana Bind is being played by the mage, so it's pretty safe to assume that Counterspell is going to be the one.
So because you guys can't necessarily see it, currently the mage has a counter spell and a mirror entity up. That he just got a mirror entity off of that mad scientist. Ooh, we're about to see a mild blowout here. With Ethereal Arcanist is going to be shield slammed or Deathbite, one or the other. And then he's gonna pass turn. Oh.
Ooh, Mirror Entity.
Sludge Belcher. A mirror entity is really bad. That's gonna really hurt.
It is going to prevent him from losing right
It
now,
is?
but right now, but
I think we just need to
the-
praise Yogg.
yeah, here we go. Is this going to be our first one of the day?
Ice block against potential Yogg save. Smart idea. Oh, actually, Brawl might be a good choice here.
Yes, but will Brawl save you and potentially get you another turn? Because
Yes,
you could have.
if you play Brawl, and either the 5/2 or the 3/4 survive, you can kill
Oh,
it.
look at that.
Well,
Or you can do that. You can Twisting Nether.
look at that, 10
Arguably,
mana Twisting Nether. How nice.
arguably better than a Brawl.
Yeah, that's probably
That's-
better.
That's
I mean, he
still
still
lethal
loses.
anyway.
That's why I was saying he should probably brawl, because then he can hero power and defend himself a little bit more. If he had brawled, he would have had a 50-50 chance of keeping a minion alive that he'd be able to kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
If it was the 5-2 or the 3-4, he'd be able to either hit it in the face if it's 3-4, or hero power shield slam, leaving him enough at enough health to be able to tank through a fireball on hero power.
Yes. Looking back on it, I think the brawl might have been the better option, but
It's a Yogg tournament. You gotta go.
Yes, it's a
crazy
Yogg
Yogg.
tournament. Yeah, we have to.
Twisted Nether off the
appreciate
top
that.
was pretty funny though. It's a good way to try stalling out a game event.
I'm really hoping for a triple fire blast to the face, or fire, yeah,
Pyroblast, yeah.
pyroblast to the face. I'm waiting for that one.
I'm just waiting to see a lethal pyroblast to the face for the guy who casted Yogg.
Oh, to own face.
Exactly. He's sitting at 10 health and thought, I won't be able to survive this board anymore. Then you plop down a Yogg Strong and get a pyroblast straight to the face. Bonus points if that pyroblast would have been lethal if it hit the opponent too.
That'd make it all the better. Or, yeah, I mean, just like Toast said, sometimes best face is own face, right?
Yes, that was a good video. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here's some crazy stuff.
We're going to see some crazy stuff here.
And he's drawn turn 1 drawing off of G's. How often do you get to see
Power
that?
of the Wild. Wow. Not just that, but he has a turn 1 Jeeves Power of the Wild. That's insane.
That's when I right click my own hero and I just go greetings.
Greetings.
Because you know you just made an absolutely crazy play and there's
Wow.
nothing else.
The worst part is that now he has a pretty crappy hand. He's got Savage Roar, which is going to be fine for next turn. But I think he probably wants to play Mark of the Lotus and Mark of the Wild, probably on his Jeeves, Mark of the Wild on Jeeves, just to keep that around for a little bit. And bring his hand size down to 2 to get an extra draw.
See, maybe Mark of the Wild
Ooh.
onto
Never mind.
Death Rattle minion. Yeah, Mark of the Wild the Death Rattle minion, because it
Yeah, that works.
makes it something you have to kill.
I actually wouldn't have done it that way. I would have gotten Mark of the Lotus just to buff up my patches, make it less vulnerable to a swipe. There are swipes in his deck, right?
The opponent's playing a hunter, so
Oh yeah, what am I talking about? I am dumb to prevent a bite. You only play one, I guess, but
yeah,
the Grievous bite.
he does only have one. This is a Reno deck. But here's the Savage Roar into Mark of the Lotus, which I think, yeah, that should be lethal. Yeah, it's lethal.
Wow, that's disgusting. Who needs Yogg anyways?
Yeah, it's a hell with Yogg when you can just win on turn 4.
Turn 1 Jeeves and power. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. That is hilarious, though. Like that's incredible.
I believe
Saying,
the series
"Hey,
is now. The series. Yes, I was just about.
Yep.
Let's see what deck is last for Erebon. So the priest is banned, so we will see. Yep, the shaman come out against the warrior again.
Looks like it's a control shaman. He's got 2 devolves. He's sitting with some jade stuff in there. You got the claws, the jade lightning spirit, and Blackpaw.
Mm-hmm.
So and both jade chieftains. So 9 sources of jade, mainly jade shaman with a bit of a control aspect to it.
Yeah,
He's
that's what it
sitting
looks
with,
like. Yeah, the jade chieftains.
Yeah, exactly. He's sitting with devolves and portals, hex, lightning storm, just on the low end of removal. That's pretty good.
I think
are we gonna
that's the
see? Pardon?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we gonna see a coin acolyte this turn, or is he just gonna pass?
I think it's hero power pass.
Yeah.
I think the beautiful thing about Shaman is that it can be absolutely any kind of archetype it wants to. You have the one-turn kill with Malygos, you have the control Shaman, you have aggro Shaman with tokens,
Yep.
and you have mid-range, you have Jade. It's Shaman's in a great spot right now, and hopefully this next expansion, all the classes kind of see that.
It's in a cool, unique spot where it can be a lot of different things, but none of them are particularly good right now, aren't they? In Wild specifically, there's like Murloc Shaman is decent, but I don't think anything else is. I haven't seen very much in Wild recently, at least.
The control Shaman variant can be very good.
I haven't seen very much about it.
Yeah, it depends on which way you want to play it, but it can be very strong.
Yeah.
And I think just the sheer amount of variance, or the sheer amount of
unique ways you can play it.
Yeah, unique way. Well, not just that, but the unique ways you can play Shaman. It's hard to predict off your mulligan what you're going to be playing against. So oftentimes, people will mulligan wrong against what Shaman you're playing.
The difference is that in this tournament, you don't know. Well, you do know what your opponent is playing, so your mulligans might be a little bit easier.
Well, and even if they didn't know the deck list, it's an absolute 100% guarantee that Yogg Saron's going to be in the deck.
Was that a good call? Because I think it might have been a better call just to smack your face into the 1/4. Oh, but now I guess he can do that and then execute the 3/8. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, he does activate the execute with us now.
Yeah, smash his face into the turtle, then execute the blossom. Shield slam. Do you shield slam the Stonehill totem? The Stoneclaw totem? So you can smash face with the Justicar? Or do you leave it and just hit the Justicar with it?
I
accidentally muted myself, my bad.
Well, now that he drew the second one, I think no, he doesn't have enough mana for it.
Yeah, not anymore. Not when he played his when you played Acolyte? No. It would be instead of Acolyte, you play the first Shield Slam Hero Power.
Yes, that would have been 3 mana that he then used for the Acolyte.
And then he would have been able to bash face for 6, which I'm not sure is, well, speaking of bash.
I think I would have equipped the Fiery Borax.
Yeah.
Take out the totem.
Scud is online right now. So Scud just got online.
Okay.
So he's asking if he's late to the tournament and what's happening. I'm gonna ask him to go talk to Lava. There we go. Oh, a lightning storm. That's a pretty big lightning storm. Gets rid of the Justicar Trueheart and the Acolyte of Pain, which he would have been able to mess with again with the Ravishing Goal. So that removes a card draw from his hand, brings Elise down to an easily killable level, kills the Justicar. That's a pretty strong overall. What's the count currently for? Oh, I'm hearing myself in your microphone. What's the current storm count for Warrior? What's his current?
The spell counter? Both of them are at 2 right now.
At 2?
Yes, at 2.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of surprising. I have the Hearthstone deck tracker open, and so that's counting for me, so I don't have to pay as much attention.
Yeah, I don't have a deck tracker on this computer, so I forgot to pay attention. Interesting play with the Maelstrom portal the Maelstrom portal, even though it was low-thebbed. Ooh, I think this is a healthy Dirty Rat into Brawl turn. Oh, that's so bad. That sucks. What's getting kept here? Secret Keeper, that's fine. Just poke face with it and hero power. You don't even have to poke it. It's gonna stay a 1-2 all game, so neither group is gonna have any kinds of secrets to play, so that's not really a big problem. Pardon? You're getting some bleed? What do you mean by bleed? Matthew? I'm streaming right now, so I just want to tell you about that, okay? Is that fine? Oh, and look at that! Right after a board wipe.
Sorry about that. I was clearing up a few things. It seems Scud just actually came online, and I was just setting him up with the next match that we have for you guys. But here comes Yogg. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. And they're gonna live. At least one of them is. Only one of them is gonna die. 5 of them are gonna live based off the green we see here. Wow.
5
a Yogg for 3. That actually does something. That means that his Yogg is a primary you had to kill target. So does he pump a 1/1 into each of the boom bots? Okay.
But it does fill his hand all the way up, so he does potentially lose a card next. Or well, not potentially. He does lose a card next.
He will lose a card, yeah. He also gets Golden Monkey, so that's
Oh yes, it is in his hand. The Yogg is gone.
So Golden Monkey could be really interesting with a full hand. Since the Yogg is gone.
Yeah, maybe he can get another Yogg. Or 3 or 4.
Do you think this is a fine... this might be a fine... No, okay, he's not gonna brawl. This could have been good for a brawl turn, but... I think maybe... Oh, he's gonna draw more? Okay. Then hero power, keep himself at a steady life total for a bit.
Yes, and next turn I can totally see...
Next turn could be a Yogg turn. You might not want to play the Storm Guardian, because you know he still has a brawl left. That would be able to deal with it.
Yeah, and it also could be a Ravaging Ghoul, Sleep with the Fishes if the Storm Guardian didn't come down this turn.
Yeah, so it was, yeah, there's the brawl.
Yeah, brawl into Gold Monkey.
Are we gonna see the Secret Keeper live again? Nah. The Boombot might be the best possible card he could have kept there. Ooh! Ooh, that's a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
We do have another RNG guy. We have Mayor Noggenfogger.
Mayor Noggenfogger. Oh, that's gonna be good. Ooh! Ow.
Boombot did its damage.
Yeah, wow. That was 50-50 of hitting it, and then a 50-50 of dealing enough that the weapon would have dealt with it.
Golden Shifter's Eris.
Jeez.
Infinite value.
So what
Pay
do you
win,
do
by the
this
way.
turn? Do you have any dragons in hand besides Deathwing? No?
Nope.
Is an Archthief for Farm into 10 damage spread apart all enemies?
I think just play the mana as efficiently as possible.
Ooh, that could be really interesting.
Unfortunately,
Boombot hits it.
Yeah, let's see.
It's a 6/6. Did the damage you wanted it to do, but not on the right minion. So you just kill with Aya. Summon a 2/2. Taunt.
It's unfortunate that all these legendaries that he has in his hand are so heavy. There's a Aviana that lives a turn.
Oh wow!
My winged children fill the skies.
Aviana into RC for Fom. Wow, that's incredible. You picked the Mirror of Doom, right? Because you're gonna have to stabilize. So Mirror. No, okay. I think Mirror of Doom would be good for you to be able to pop a Mirror Noggenfogger afterwards. Make it so it's impossible for anybody to kill anything. I mean, he would have been Lightning Stormed immediately afterwards, but it's still funny to think about.
It looks like Arrow Bounce has 4 spells played for his Yogg, if he ever wants to drop that.
Also, is this a Lightning Storm turn? You Lightning Storm, run your 5/5 into the Aviana and the 6/6 into the... Oh, okay.
No, he's got the, what was that card? Sorry, the Spirit Echoes on his Io Black Pulse, so he'd be able to pull that right back.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, spicy Bloodfen Raptor. Incredible. Is this sort of timepiece turn? I don't see anything else you could really do. You can't Blood Mage, and Blood Mage would be awful with timepiece, so yeah.
Well, the Ink
See if it kills something.
The Ink Master, for whatever reason, is still not activated, and there's 5 cards in the deck.
Wow, it didn't hit him in the face at all. That was incredible. That was an amazing timepiece.
These Jades are big, and they're just getting bigger.
Yeah, we're sitting at 9 now. Swinging for 15. Yeah, he's gonna be dead next turn. Unless he draws something big right now.
Deathwing.
Other Deathwing, yeah. Deathwing 2.0.
Oh, nope. Well, the Ink Master is activated now. Halazil, I guess there's another one in the deck.
The next spell you cast this turn. No, but you don't have any spells.
Yeah, there's 0 spells. There's no reason. It's 1 turn too late.
Yeah, so it's... I think there's one way out right now.
What now?
I think there's exactly one way out. And... No, that won't even do it. Mayor Noggenfogger isn't... No, he's doing it. But it's... Yeah, that's not a way out. Because even if he swings to the 9/9 first, it'll kill it. And then he just swings lethal for the rest of them. Wait, what?
He's gonna play Yogg next turn.
Oh, he's just BMing.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he was overloaded for 1, so here comes Yogg.
Yeah,
got 5
he
spell
knew he
Yogg.
won.
Corruption. Oh.
Bloodless. Oops, overkill.
You get Shadow. Oh, Yogg gets Shadow Flamed.
Yes, that's lethal.
Well,
He's just gonna patch him in the face.
we very much appreciate that he decided to play the Yogg for us, but
Yeah,
it
that
looks like
went well.
Arrow Bounce is going to be victorious in this matchup, and
Yeah.
we'll get the next one underway very shortly.
Clean 3-0. So, yeah, it sounds like, what's our next matchup now? Are we gonna be, who are we gonna be playing against?
We're going to be going Zeladin B versus Scud, but we're going to be throwing it to a very short break, so be here when we come back to you with Zeladin B versus Scud. We'll be
Sounds
right
good,
back.
guys. See you then. And we're back. Hey guys, we're about to go into our next game. Up on stream, we're gonna be watching. Who is it again? We're watching
Zealodon B versus Scud, also known as Jonakek.
Jonakek and slash Scud versus Zealodon. Let's talk about the matchup today. Have we already gone through the bans?
1 second. They did message me what the bans were. So it looks like Scud banned Zealodon B's Warlock, and Zealodon B banned Scud's Mage.
Oh, I was really excited for the Warlock. Kind of disappointed. We have a Reno, bunch of Reno decks, and Reno Warlock, Reno Lock is just my favorite, the classic. And Scud's Mage, it was kind of interesting. It looked like an RNG focused mage with things like Arcane Missiles and Piloted Shredder, Ragnaros. It's gonna be fun. Regardless of what happens, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, and it looks like they are going into a match right about now. It's going to be Druid versus Druid.
Oh, the Druid mirror match. Get those decks up, see what they've got. Their decks look rather similar, really. They're both running a big like ramp Jade package.
Oh yeah, this. It looks to me.
Are they using the same deck?
No, but very close. One runs Sludge Belcher, and the other is not. It looks like Scud's Jade Druid is just your typical standard Jade Druid. I don't see any wild cards in his decks, or in this particular deck. This just looks like your run-of-the-mill standard Jade Druid.
Cool.
But we do see Innervate into Jade Blossom, which, of course, your typical crazy Jade Druid.
Turn
things.
1 Jade Druid. Yeah, that's just a classic.
Yep. That's why a card like Vicious Fletchling is so dangerous in a class like Druid, because turn 1 you get out Vicious Fletchling, there's just no way to get rid of it, and it's gonna hit base.
That's one of the worst arena things to happen. I absolutely hate when I see that. It's such a gross start. It just really makes me sad whenever I see that, because you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, and in Arena, Vicious Fletching is just strong in any class, but particularly so in Druid.
Exactly. If I ever see a Vicious Fledgling on turn 1 from Druid, I just know I've lost the game already, so there's no real bother about it. Then seeing seeing those kinds of cards, did you know when they're innervated out on turn 1, you can't win? There's so many of them in Arena, but specifically in Wild, when you see Fledgling, it's just such a runaway card.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's just looking like they're both ramping hard.
Yep, and just drawing as much cards as they possibly can. Another one of those runaway cards is something like Caverns Below. You hit a turn 4 Caverns Below prep into getting it out there. It's insane.
Yeah.
They announced, was it yesterday or the day before, that card is being nerfed?
Yeah, they're bringing it to 5.
Yeah,
Before it parts 4 of the same. 5 of the same means that if that deck is existing, it's got to be a control deck.
Yeah, and that's a good variant that I do want to actually try testing out and seeing myself.
Yeah.
Because we see it as such, like, not, I wouldn't say aggressive, but more mid-rangey kind of deck. I do want to see a control variant of it.
Yeah, that could be fun to see. I'm excited just to see if that deck will evolve into something, or if it'll become the next Jungle Giants.
I mean, that'll be a heavy nerf to turn it into the next Jungle Giants.
I mean, it already is a heavy nerf. It might just kill the deck. A lot of people in Comp Hearthstone were saying that it's just gonna be dead. I don't think it will be, but I would not be surprised to see it if it was.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people would love to see it nerfed to oblivion like that.
I mean, I know a lot of people would just love to see it just completely dead in the water because people hate it.
Yeah.
Passionate, apparently, so.
And I would love to see in the future cards like Jungle Giants or the Hunter Quest or any of the non-playable Lakari Sacrifice, see some kind of play, because all the quests are fun by nature. The
Well-
issue is that they're just not viable in any particular deck.
They're fun for who?
I mean, if you were to win by them,
Like,
they could be.
Rogue was super unfun to play against.
Okay, so day 1, day 2, when you're first playing them, Rogue was a lot of fun to play, and then you realize how broken it was, and it was not fun to play against.
Exactly. So people just started playing it because people get off on, having fun at the opponent's expense.
Yes, and that's the unfortunate thing. I wonder what if they're going to be going with a new mechanic in this next expansion, which should be announced
Ooh.
soon.
Yeah, that could be good. That could be cool.
I'd love to see where they can take this, and I love the simplicity of Hearthstone, as it is a children's card game, as we all know. But there is a level of,
Creativity. as well.
yes, creativity to it.
Like, Adapt was a really cool mechanic that they created. I really like it.
Oh, yes, and things like Discover, when it was added to the game, it adds a new layer of small RNG, but manipulative. You can
Manipulable,
manipulate,
yeah.
yes, the RNG to your favor.
I think that Adapt is the better Discover, because Discover was cool when you have a really big, wide range of things you could get from it. But when you say, oh, pick one of these broken cards, Primordial Glyph, then it stops becoming as much a fun mechanic as it is a necessary mechanic. And when RNG becomes necessary in order to make a specific mechanic viable, then it's got to be done healthily. Primordial Glyph
Yeah.
and Fledgling are examples of where they're not done very well. It's kind of
Yes,
just
and-
broken.
And I mean, we're sitting in a Yogg tournament right now. Pre-Yogg nerf, when Yogg was winning tournaments for people, that's not good RNG.
This is good. This is good RNG now. Like, it's
Yes.
changed for the better. Because if Yogg
Yes.
dies, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's very much fun to play Yogg right now, the way it stands, and it's not super tilting, because they know the risk of running Yogg.
Yeah, which is you could just accidentally die.
Mhm.
Which,
And
I mean, I love seeing that every once in a while. Desperation Yoggs into oops, I killed myself.
or into oops, I now have the entire board and you're at 3 health.
Oops, double Pyroblast into Earthen Scales. I'm gonna win. Is Earthen Scales only an ally minion? Yeah, it is.
Yes,
only
it
a
is.
friendly minion. Darn, how silly would that be if it says just give a minion +1/+1?
Time waits for no one.
Pacify a minion for a turn functionally? That could be cool. Yeah.
So
So,
this next turn, yeah, I think Gadget's an Auctioneer or Swipe.
that's a pretty
uh,
good turn, yeah.
I would. Earthen Scales usually I'll throw on a Gadgetson just to keep him safe for a bit, but it looks like the Swipe cleared the board pretty securely there.
I think we're just gonna see a hand dump this turn, right now. Feral Rage for attack. Then we're just gonna see, I think, all the other cards just dump down. Just so he gets maximum Yogg value. We're gonna see a Tark Creeper, Earthen Scales, Jade Idol. Just the next turn he'll have a nice big Yogg to work with.
These Yoggs have gotten pretty big. We have 9 spells for Scud, and we have 10 spells for Zillidan B.
Oh, he's not gonna Earthen Scales it. Okay, that's fine. It's a little bit of a weird choice. I would have Earthen Scales right now just to get the spell out of my hand for Yogg.
He can Earthen Scales it, but Tar Creeper is such a weak target for Earthen Scales if you're not trying to protect it against something.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I don't think that he's using it for defense, more as a
pump.
as a pump for Yogg.
Well, now we have 12 spells to 9 spells, so I wonder if we'll see Yogg this turn, or if he's gonna, like you said,
Stall a little bit.
mhm.
I mean, he can't do anything. He can't kill the Gadget Stand. So no matter what he does, there's no way he can kill the Gadget Stand. So I think, except for Yogg. So I think we're just gonna see it.
Yeah, and I think you would Yogg first before you attack, just in case you get a buff on your Tar Creeper.
Yeah.
Because Tar Creeper alone is not a very good attacking target. It's defensive.
Exactly. Well, especially not right now that he has, you know, a Gadgetzan at 6/6.
Potentially get a divine, was it
Here we
inner
go.
fire on there. But he did attack first before the Yogg. Wait,
Which is good.
not
Raven
gonna,
will give him Mark of the Nature. Pilfered Power gives him a excess mana. Shield Block stalls for a turn. Arcane Shot's gonna hit the face. That's fine, I guess. Beneath the ground. Ooh, that's really interesting, actually.
Wind Fury goes on.
On the Yogg?
That's good.
On the Yogg, that's good.
And then he
Blade
casts
Fury,
the-
worthless. He did cast excess mana in time.
Here
What
comes
did he draw?
ambush.
Yeah, there's an ambush.
Let's see. We
Wow,
have a,
first possible card. That's 30% chance of getting that. It's pretty crappy for him. So, is this a counter Yogg turn?
I think it's swipe into, yeah, swipe, clear the other Yogg.
With the Gadgetzan?
I'm not sure how you clear it here because the Gadgetzan, he does have 8 cards left, so clearing the Gadgetzan might be good.
What's the Jade count at right now? He's at 7, I think, or no, he's at 8. Scud's at
He's
4,
going-
right?
He's going into 8 for Zeldon B and going into 4 for Scud.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for Scud right now. Yogg didn't save him.
Yogg did something, but it wasn't enough to
Yeah.
push him in a position.
Didn't save him. Mark of the Nature, +4/+4 and taunt. That's pretty nice. Jade Idol. This is a good turn to just Jade Idol, Mark of the Nature on his Nerubian, I think.
Yeah, I think Mark in the Nature would be a good thing to put on the Nerubian. Looks like he's going for that.
Then Living Roots something, I think. Do you Living Roots something here?
I don't. Yeah, I think he just Living Roots here. It's not going to find any valuable targets in the near future.
The 7/7 is a weird choice right here. Earth and Scales on his. Yeah, good choice. Yeah.
There comes another ambush.
Wow. He's drawn 2 of them already. That's a. I'm up already a little bit behind you because when you said here comes another ambush, I then see the ambush be pulled like immediately. Oh no, you already see it because you're deck tracking, right?
Yes, the deck tracker is going to be giving me that little bit of information right beforehand.
Is this a Primordial Drake turn? Drake Hero
Primordial
Power.
Clears the 1/1s. I think it's just
Oh.
counter Yogg.
He's thinking about the counter Yogg.
Here comes 13
Counter
spell
Yogg.
Yogg. Crush.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I mean, that's the risk everyone has running Yogg.
Oh, that sucks. That was a 1 in 6 chance of hitting that too. Man, that sucks. He might genuinely lose because of that.
Oh man.
Yeah, you Jade Behemoth, then you just swing face.
I wonder if
Gross.
I wonder if HS Replay or any of the other tracking device ambush again. Any of the
Wow.
other tracking devices have statistics on how many times Yogg just kills
Insta kills himself.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah, I'm don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave now. Bye. He's gonna crush himself and walk away.
Yes.
He doesn't have lethal here, does he? Yes, he does. I think
Yeah.
he does. He pulls a Jade Golem into Nerubian. Oh no, I think he missed lethal. Did he miss lethal?
I don't.
He did. He did. He had to Feral Rage for. Wait. No,
Feral
he didn't. Okay, he's got it.
Okay.
Never mind. He's got it. He
I
figured it
said
out.
the other option is I was thinking nourish, swipe, innervate.
Nah, he got it. You got exactly lethal. I wasn't sure if he had noticed the if he didn't notice he was going to do barrel rage. He was just playing cards beforehand.
Yes, and it looks like it's 1-0 now in Scud's favor.
It's a
And
pretty good game, actually. The Yoggs turned that around for both players. Turned it around for the first for Scud, and then when Zealodon played it, it just completely screwed him out of an advantageous position.
oh yes, it's both the winning condition and the losing condition in this.
Exactly. He had an alternate choice he could have done with the Primordial Glyph. Or no, sorry, the Primordial Drake. But going for Yogg instead, just try taking the slightly more value play. Saying I might be able to get something out of this, and then just insta losing because of it. That just cost him. That was a brutal end to a pretty interesting game.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we have Hunter from Scud versus the Jade Druid again from Zealodon B.
So let's go look at Scud's deck. Scud's Hunter deck is pretty interesting. It's got the classic cards like Secret Keeper and a bunch of Bear Traps, Cat Tricks, Explosive Trap, Freezing Trap. Oh, actually, he's got a lot of traps. Holy crap. He's got Secret Keeper, so he's playing mostly, secrets. Bear Trap, Cat Trick, Explosive Trap, Freezing Trap, and Snake Trap.
Job's done.
He's also playing a Mad Scientist to try getting them out. An Eagle Horn Bow, because of course, why not? Cloaked Huntress to be able to spam them all next that turn.
I'll never tell.
That's going to be really interesting. And then on the top end, he's got Illuminator Barnes, Savannah Highmane, and Yogg Saron. That's going to be pretty cool.
I think the best, well, obviously the best possible target for Barnes to hit is going to be the legendary Savannah Highmane. But it doesn't look like there's.
Actually, I might not agree with you here. I think that it might be better to either hit the Cloaked Huntress or maybe even the Mad Scientist. Just because that it's got a strong death rattle that even still works on the 1/1s. That pops out a free secret. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, the Mad Scientist is a good target, but see, if you don't have any secrets in hand, the Cloak Huntress can just be, a 1/1.
Well,
but if
sure.
he does have, yeah. So
If it does
later
end up
in
being
the
a
game,
1/1. Yeah,
later in the game, it could be Savannah Highmane gets better value.
that's true. It all depends as to what he has in hand at that moment and what he's really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's cool
Cool.
about this deck, is that different targets are different values depending on where you are in the game.
Yeah, and I just think that comes down to Barnes himself, unless you're playing Barnes Yasharaj.
Oh, Barnes Yasharaj is always a classic. I've always been partial to the Barnes Malagos.
Yes, I love playing the Miracle Rogue, and then when you hit the Barnes into Malagos, it's like, oh, I just win now.
I'm currently running a stupid deck where the win condition, the only cards in the entire deck are Barnes, Malagos, and 2 Alarmo bots.
So the Hunter secrets right now are Snipe, which is going to clear this Gadgetzin, but he decides to go with Jade Spirit, which is a better option.
and
and
Cat
Cat
Trick,
Trick.
which is going to make a 4/2 when he plays Earthen Scales on this Jade. Oh nope, he's going to play it on the Gadgetzin, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it draws him a card and makes him a little bit stronger.
Exactly, yeah.
I would argue that the only class you don't want to Gadgetzin Earthen Scales with is against Priest, because then it makes it not a 4/4, and 4/4s are very hard for Priest to clear.
That makes sense as well. Interesting. I wouldn't have done that the way that he did. I would have just coined out the Savannah Highmane and killed the 3/3. I wouldn't have
I got the best deals anywhere.
I wouldn't have Hero Power, and I definitely wouldn't have played the Bear Trap, I think, at that point. Because you can Bear Trap next turn if you're going to clear anyways. You don't need to play Bear Trap then.
Yes, Bear Trap would need to be activated in order to actually have any kind of value.
Oh god. Actually, you might just lock and load into lock and load and coin.
It gives him a lot of value.
Holy crap, that would be a hilarious turn. Oops, I suddenly just get 18 free spells into my hand. Do it. Do it.
Savannah Hyman just fits Curve so much better, though.
But it's so much more fun. Lock and load into lock and load. That's much more silly RNG than Yogg are on. Man, I really want to see that now.
Maybe get lock and load later on and just
Is the turn here fail rage for attack hero power?
double feral rage?
Yeah, one for tank, one for damage,
Yes.
and then you kill the swing face with the 4/4. Uh-oh. Is he swinging face with it? He is.
Here comes the bear trap.
Scud's in a pretty good position here.
He does have a decent board, and I mean, those lock and loads are going to have value.
Is this the time to use lock and load combo right now?
I think one.
No,
One
use
lock
both.
and
Come on,
Oh.
do both. Do both. Yeah! Here we go. Then you get the on the hunt. Off of it, then we get a king of beasts and a desert camel off of that. So I think you just on the hunt the 4/4 right now.
Ooh,
Generating a king crush and a cat trick. You pop the cat trick now, I think, don't you? I think
yeah, cat trick over a freezing trap.
yeah, because the freezing trap isn't going to come into play until a future turn. Then you got a freezing trap and power shot, so you at your turn then. Swing face with everything. He refilled his hand with a bunch of hunter cards, and he's stabilized. I think he's favored to win now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Innervate.
Jungle
Oh,
has many secrets.
Every other card in his hand is now golden. Pay to win?
pay to win much?
I think it's pay to win.
Yep.
Maybe he can get a Yogg off of this tracking if he decides to go with that, or
Ooh, Yogg off tracking. That would be fun.
next turn he can King Crush. That
That's
is-
going to be King Crush for lethal, isn't it? If he just swings face for a little bit, and then plays a bunch of cards, now he can just right now he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage to face, bringing the opponent from 31 down to 23. Swing again with those 8 next turn. We'll bring him down to 15. Meaning if he can pop another 7 damage on board, like King of Beasts, and then Hero Power next turn, or actually. He put himself in a situation that, he will have lethal next turn, doesn't he? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that's lethal.
Oh, yes.
Now it's
especially
super
those
lethal.
I think that's the most value I've ever seen a King of Beasts get.
I think that's game. Yeah, because he...
Yeah, freezing trap and
Yeah. That's game, yeah. That is a win for Scud.
but he can't play the Elise again.
He can! Yay!
This jungle has
2
many
free
secrets.
packs.
But he's got super lethal right now with
Yes.
how much is that? 15, 18, 22, 21, 29 damage if he pops the King Crush.
Yeah, and I don't see why he wouldn't. There's no way he doesn't see lethal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he just swings with everything. Does he even need King Crush? No, but he's gonna do it anyways.
Well, and even if it wasn't lethal, there's no other place.
No. I mean, even if he didn't have King Crush, he still had lethal by swinging with everything, Hero Power, and then Arcane Shot. That still would have bring him over lethal. Because he still had 5 damage on board he didn't swing with. Yeah, that was a very, very big lethal for Scud there. Excellent double lock and load there. Being able to pop secrets and get a King Crush off of it. That's so much value.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So that means we're now going to be seeing the final deck from Scud, which would be
Hunter, Druid.
Yeah, so which one was banned? The Druid is done, Hunter is done. So we've got Mage, which was that the banned one? Mage and Priest. I think Mage was the banned one, right?
Mage was banned, and
So
the
we're gonna see-
Warlock on the other end was banned.
You're gonna see some interesting. This looks like it's just Yogg Priest. Can't say very much more about it. We've got Medivh Mind Control,
Versus Tyrande.
Lyra.
Let the games
Oh, I absolutely love Medivh and Free from Amber.
Oh, look at that. Opening hand, Yogg, Mind Control, and Medivh. Are those the 3 highest cost cards in the deck?
Yes, they actually are.
And free from Amber.
Well, I want
Those
to
are
see
the-
them. I want to see the Mulligan turn into Free from Amber, Light Bomb, and Tomb. The other 3 high cards.
Oh, that'd be great. Free from Amber, Light Bomb, and Tomb. Come on. Nah.
That would be something I see. Oh, Holy Smite face first turn.
Oh, please do
Blessings
that.
to you.
That'd be amazing. The thick amounts of BM. Just no, I don't even respect you enough to use this when I should. I'm gonna win anyways by losing card advantage and
I think that was
Hunter hero power for 1 mana and a card.
one of the earliest games that Crip played. Was someone Holy Smited his face immediately. That has to be one of the oldest memes run by
Well,
him, besides
I-
the button.
I've seen Holy Smite face be correct, but only if you're doing like super aggro face. So like turn 2, you're gonna play Mind Blast.
Yeah,
And
but
then you want to combo off turn 4.
I still feel like the only reason you play Holy Smite in a deck is to 1, pump Yogg, and 2, if you have Malagos for later on.
Yeah, that's true.
Or I mean, if you're free to play, by the way,
Of course, yeah.
you have no other option.
That's always going to be a bit of an exception because Holy Smite isn't a a good card traditionally. It's kind of just a card that exists.
Yeah, it's a basic class card. A lot of the basic cards are just meh. They're just
Unless you're
there.
mage, in which case they're the best cards in your class.
Yeah, they absolutely define your class.
which is kind of silly because if you look back at all the other classes, all their cards that are basic are kind of just fine cards. There's nothing really notable about them except mage, because those are that defines what burn is in mage.
Yeah, you got Frostbolt and Fireball, which 2 right off the bat.
If you
Just
are building a mage deck without Frostbolt or Fireball, there better be a good reason for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're the include unless otherwise reasoning not
Excuse
to
me,
cards.
you are on fire.
I don't think this deck actually runs a. Yeah, he doesn't run a.
This jungle
Frostbolt.
hides many secrets.
Yeah,
It
you're right.
runs in the 2 slots: Flame Cannon, Blood Mage, Thalnos, Arcanologist, Gluck Crawler, Mad Scientist, Medivh's Valley, Primordial Glyph. Primordial Glyph might be taking up Frostbolt's spot instead for this deck.
That could potentially be.
Yeah.
This is very
Yeah.
interesting list.
Yeah, to say the least, it's a very unique list.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Gluttonous Ooze. I'm not sure how many targets that it would actually have.
Well, that's based. I mean, the reason you put in Gluttonous Ooze is to stop any kind of aggro. If this was a really big, widespread tournament, I would have no doubts there would be Pirate Warriors that just toss in a Yogg. But because of this is much more of a friendly, casual, it's a Friday. Let's just chill and play some
I
Hearthstone with a
wonder.
silly win condition kind of tournament. It's just for fun. So we're not going to see nearly as much of that kind of weapon up on turn 2 and swing face kind of decks that you'd want to pack in Gluttonous Ooze for.
We did just get to see Holy Smite face.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
Yes, but I think there was an actual
Oh my
result to
God!
meteors. I think there
Double
was.
meteors! Screw off!
I'm the mage now. I think the reasoning for the Holy Smite was to check for counterspell.
Oh my god. And yeah, that's probably why. That's hilarious. That's brutal!
Oh man.
Double friggin' meteor. My god. That's only the second best single target removal in the game right now. Like, short of
not-
assassinate.
You are on fire. Excuse me. You are on fire.
One more mana, eliminate target, and potential.
And potentially 2 other minions.
Yes.
Not
There's
to
nothing
mention
like.
that
Go
that
ahead.
card also makes cards like Wrathguard totally unplayable now. If
Oh,
it wasn't
yes.
already, it's now unplayable.
I think this is not a turn to play Meteor, because if you play one now, it could potentially tell your opponent that you have another big removal.
Yeah, probably. Because if you see somebody playing a meteor against your 2/3s,
Yeah.
they're going to say, well, he's only going to do that if he thinks he's able to hold the board longer.
Yes.
Now, what's the turn here? Is this just Kazakus? Yeah.
Yeah. After Volcanic Potion.
Kazakus for 10, right?
Yep. It looks like he's going full value.
King's Blood?
Not sure what he picked there.
And Fellbloom. Draw 3 cards and deal 6 to all minions. That's what I would pick off this right now. Let's see if he picks the same. It's
Chooses
just the
10 armor.
10 armor instead of the deal 6 to all minions. That's fine.
A game.
10 armor
Decent
does give you
choice,
that.
so-
Gives you that survivability.
Exactly. Oh, that's another gluttonous ooze.
Yes,
Gluttonous ooze target.
I was thinking about that earlier. As the Medivh the Guardian is.
I didn't even think
this
about
card.
that.
But we don't have Gluttonous Ooze right now, so.
That's true. Echo of Medivh, exclusively just to get another Kazakus. Well, Kazakus and Reno, I guess,
Hmm.
if you need it.
What do you play here to get something valuable off the at Tiesh? Or do you just got a big drop and don't worry about spells?
Yeah, just throw down a Nefarian. Yeah, I was just tossed down Nefarian.
These illusions will.
Looks like he goes with the Koi Nova. I don't know if it'll have a whole lot
That's
of
a-
other value to it, though.
That's a
Fully
reasonable
valid.
choice, but actually, that's a very, very good.
It's very
That's
good.
a really, really good creature to get. Now he's gonna be forced to fire Lens ping it.
Venertide
Ooh,
Hydra.
ooh, okay. Now we're in game. Now we're in game. Now, can he generate lethal? Wild Pyromancer into
He doesn't have enough smaller
no,
spells.
he doesn't
for
have
it.
any small spells anymore.
Or maybe just Mind Control it, get a 10 drop and the 8/8.
Yeah, it's not a bad. I mean, if you're against a mage, playing against a mage, then picking a Bittertide Hydra is just suicide. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, he goes with it. There's no 2 8/8s.
Oh,
That's a bigger one
that's
than
a-
10 drops.
that's a better one of the 10 drops. It's not the best one, but it's fine. So remember before when I said that I would have taken the one that says deal 6 to all minions? This is the
Yeah,
reason why. This
It
is why
would've
you do
come in
that.
handy.
Because it means you can kill them all next turn. He's just gonna Kazakus for. Did you just Kazakus for 5 here?
And then potentially get sheep.
Exactly. Pray for sheep. Cool.
There's Yogg.
Cool. And cool. That'll buy him some time. 36 means he's dead in 3 turns as opposed to just 2 with this board. So next turn, Kazakus.
Or maybe Yogg. There's 9 spells in this Yogg right now, so it could do a lot of damage.
What is it?
I would wait a little bit longer, actually. Excuse me. Sorry. I mean, it might be a good choice just to see if you get something that can. Okay. Now this is probably a good time to Yogg.
Play with magic.
Swings face twice.
Is someone injured?
Yes, and he does have to get the the one drop out there in order to be under 10 cards.
That was a very weird placement of that. Actually, no, that was fine. 'Cause never mind. Yogg's are on. Throw
Good.
Rage for armor. Yeah, nice. Forbidden Ritual. Does
Good.
Seal of Light. Cool. Revenge.
Ooh.
Ancestor's Call. Does pretty much nothing. Heroic Strike. Okay.
Base is doing a lot of damage.
Wow, you're gonna do that again.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Frost Nova. Wow.
That was a
really
positive
good
Yogg.
Yogg. Now you just swing face. Do you threaten? Do you have lethal next turn? You have lethal next turn. No, 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 no. You swing face. Swing face. No. You swing face and you pyroblast for lethal.
Yeah,
next turn.
Pyroblast is lethal.
Mate. Oh, that's so disappointing. Oh, you could have set up a. I mean, he would have been able to heal himself if he wanted to. But then you just do something like a Flame Strike next turn and stall him another turn. Darn. That'd be cool to be able to see that lethal beat set up.
I wonder.
See if he would have played a big, greedy card. Like, I mean, he's going to Meteor anyways, but that'd be so cool to see.
Yeah, he would have. Setting up lethal is.
Means that you
Well,
have
I
to
think-
what's on the board.
I think he's expecting some kind of. Like, he does know that there's a light bomb.
But he also had the Spellbender up. And an ice block, so you can't be. You can't have. Oh, jeez! Biospine Slayer, just kill the 7/3? Nah.
Yeah, and
Don't
then
let
Pure
him have
Power.
a secret. Take away the secret. Nah. Yeah. This is just a fine Flame Strike turn. Flame Strike, kill the 8-2.
No, you can put the Mad Scientist into the 8-2 and then
Yeah, I forgot to torch that.
the Forgotten Torch and ping it.
Yeah. Well, you can't ping it. You gotta ping it next turn.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he's out of mana.
What secret did he get off that? I looked at that. He got a counter spell. Sweet. So, what kind of spell would he play this turn? Would he just pop Lyra into? I don't actually think he has anything that he could be able to play.
Is someone injured?
Ugh.
Oh, this is a good option.
Clever. I would have done that with Lyra, though. I would have absolutely done that with Lyra instead. You might want another of your Northshire clerics in your hand, but I think getting another Lyra is just worth more.
Yeah, with the Echo of Medivh.
Ooh. Oh, is he just gonna try to pound face for lethal now? Kazakh is here. See what you get.
I think Babbling Book and Alex Strauza is a good play. I would have probably gone with Babbling Book first to see what spell I got off of it.
Yeah, especially if you got something like not that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Negated Nefarian attack for one turn, which is gonna go into the Alex Strauza anyway. So
Yes, you can't leave that Alex Strauza up. Although he can.
he might just
He
not.
can meteor it. He can't anymore, but he could have meteored it.
As there's death.
Yep, Shadow Word Death. Awesome. Ooh, that's something tilting to see come right off the Lyra.
Wow. Yeah, that's really bad. Then you just double the health of the Lyra, and if he draws Fireball, he wins. He hasn't played Fireball yet this game, I don't think.
And Fireball.
Yeah, what do you know? I'm a god. I'm a predictive legend. So he just... Actually,
Yeah.
he's got to Kazakus. No, don't Reno. You Reno after the ice block pops. Ugh, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
But he
regardless.
doesn't have lethal anymore. Because he just
Oh,
heals
yeah,
himself.
he's at
He just heals
11.
face. You the correct move I think would have been Kazakus and Fireball, then Ping. Bring him down to 8 health. I mean, I know that he has the Priest of the Feast, but ignoring that he has Priest of the Feast, you just prevented him from having lethal. He made it so you just can't generate lethal anymore.
Yeah, seeing both hands definitely changes my attitude about some of the plays, but if I weren't seeing my opponent play, I think I would have definitely tried to set up lethal and not worried about the Reno that turn.
Exactly. You play Kazakus as well to be able to make a backup in case you don't generate lethal right that very turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, another.
Yeah, it's a decent choice.
Was that Mind Visions into Kazakus? But I think he does.
What did you say?
He just Mind Visions into
I wonder.
Kazakus.
Oh my god. Punished. And the thing is, you won't be able to play it for a little bit,
Is someone
but
injured?
he still has a little bit of time before he. That was weird. But before his deck is empty, he can just play Kazakus because he has no other cards in his deck.
Back up to 20 health, getting out of another
Yeah.
Kazakus.
Yeah, he
Another one.
He lost the ooh. Ice Barrier Thorson. That's fine.
My hand is full.
That's a fine target to
Ah,
miss that one too much.
that's a bad mill.
It's
I think that's a pretty bad mill. Getting 2 of them to be able to Shadow Visions loop, to be able to heal yourself to full health,
yeah.
that's disappointing.
Is there?
Meteor, that's fine. Then you... What do you do here now? You can't do anything. Kazakus is for a 3/3 body? No. Wait until your deck is empty. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm disappointed. I mean, I know he has another copy, but still.
I think it's just to rub it in, like, hey, I got your Kazakus off of that. And guess what? I have another one.
That he's like wiggling your fingers in front of your face, like, ooh, you can't see me.
He is gonna burn one more card.
Yeah, he's got a full hand as well. Ooh, Meteor the Lyra. Meteoring the Lyra. That's a beautiful target. Oh,
Oh, and it's got 3/3s on
oh.
one side.
That's such a beautiful target. And then you Kazakus immediately after, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you try to get, I think, 10. Get a 10 off
Kazakus
of
for
it
10,
and
yeah.
hope-
Kazakus for 10. No, don't heal bot. You you do this stuff
fine.
when
That's fine.
My
the thing
hand
is
full.
when I've always seen that traditionally you do you want to be able to heal for max value, right? So you want to heal when you are potentially being threatened to pop your ice block. Then you do that to prevent the ice block being popped. Or you Reno right after your ice block is popped to be back to 30 health.
Yogg.
Yogg. You gotta pick Yogg.
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 It's not the best choice, and it's just gonna be a vanilla body, but come on, man.
It's still, you gotta pick Yogg. For the memes. Nah. No memes
It's a
allowed.
fine choice. It's just the vanilla body. It's not like we're gonna be seeing it go into his hand anytime soon.
He's gonna burn another card next turn. I
And
think
he-
you just throw your Power Word Shield on your Giant Mastodon. Because now
We have seen Yogg
Um,
from the mage. We haven't seen Yogg from Scud. So he could burn that. He's got a 1 in 6 chance.
Medivh, yeah. Medivh's a good choice here. Ping his 1/3. No, ping the 1/3. Ping the 1 or yeah, that works too. Or the Radiant Elemental. One of those works.
My hand is full.
Ooh, losing a death hurts. That
All
means
I'm
he's not
worried
gonna be
about
able to
is
kill
Yogg.
the. So he's just gonna kill the yeah.
Oh,
So is this a Pyroblaster next turn? Just
At last.
Worthy disciple. Create a 10 cost. 10 cost here. You gotta go 10 cost. Nice.
Full green.
Fellbloom. Yep, Fellbloom. Or Netherbloom actually also works, yeah. Mystic Wall. You gotta do it.
I mean, there's
No,
not a lot of minions that come
Stone,
up.
Stone Skill is the right choice, but you gotta go for the memes. You gotta go for the shape.
He's got summon an 8/8 and gain 10 armor.
But that's actually a good choice based off of what is currently on board.
Hmm.
Entomb. Oh,
That's also a great choice.
gross.
That's
That's,
a great
disgusting. That is. Oh. That is absolutely disgusting. Did you just Pyroblast face here?
Pyroblast the Mastodon.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. Imagine like you Pyroblast this turn.
Ooh.
Oh.
18 damage Pyroblast.
The value.
Ooh. Hoo, hoo.
Wow.
That,
That is so
And,
much value.
guess what though? We
Guess
have him
what he-
too.
We have another Entomb. So much value being lost this game right off of Entombs, and we still haven't seen Yogg on Scud's side yet.
What is
He does have a
man's
Shadow Word
will?
Death. I wonder if he's debating between Entomb and Shadow Word Death.
This is definitely
Or
War
Meteor.
Meteor.
Totally forgot about the second one of those.
Was I would have just. I mean, I guess Entomb is probably a good choice with the Kazakus. Oh, now you get to save that because he knows that the ATX is in the opponent's deck.
Yep,
Ah!
it's gonna get a value.
You Kazakus here first, right? Kazakus for 10?
Yeah, I think you Kazakus and get a 10 mana. 10 manas are gonna be the swingy ones.
Fellbloom. You want to be able to kill everything. He has a handful of stuff. Fellbloom
And he
is
has
probably the
an
right choice.
he has an Atish coming potentially before the Gluttonous Ooze is able to get his
Netherbloom.
value.
Then you just Netherbloom, right? Do you do the same thing?
It
6,
looks
7,
like he went that, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good choice. Blazing Torch face? Nope. 2/3. He's going for the long game. He wants to go to exhaust.
The light does not discriminate.
And we will see that. Yogg is no, Yogg's still not coming.
Still in that
Come
deck.
on, man. We got 21. 21
This is-
spells for Scud.
I wouldn't cast the Kazakus potion this turn, exclusively because I think that we want to wait until we see the Medivh.
Mm-hmm.
Because with Medivh out, then he can play the Kazakus for double value, as well as, being a good value card. He's not in any kind of threatening position right now. Like, he knows he's probably won the game already. But,
I was gonna potentially say maybe play the Potion of Madness because I don't know how.
ooh. Yeah, Potion of Madness stealing the 2/3. Pop it into the Kazakus would have been nice. Primordial Glyph is really interesting. I would start with the Glyph before doing any of this.
He can get Glyph into. Oh, it's deal 6
he's-
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a very good.
That is arguably the best possible result.
Except Light Bomb.
Except
many
Light Bomb
reactive.
exists.
So many reactive things from the priest. And is he
I
gonna
mean-
hero power face threaten?
We're gonna be going to exhaust. I think Zealodon is just dead. He's got a Glyph here.
What's his last card?
Let's see if I can find out. I want to go through his deck and see what it missed. We saw the Babbling Book, Archanologist, Blood Mage, Stalnos was removed. Flame Cannon. Have we seen Flame Cannon yet? I don't think so.
Archmage.
Arch-
Have you seen Archmage?
No, Archmage isn't in this. Oh yes, he is in this deck. We haven't seen Archmage yet.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I think I've seen all the other ones. Have we seen Firelands Portal? I actually don't remember seeing.
Yes, we
Firelands
have.
Portal either.
The Firelands portal went into the red mana worm.
Oh, and there's the flame cannon that I was just talking about.
The flame cannon
Just
was
kidding.
off of the.
I know. I'm.
Yeah,
Um,
we did see the flame cannon. Looking at my deck tracker here.
So that means we're left with Archmage, with
What
Archmage
is
Antonitis.
a loon's will?
Because I know we haven't seen Archmage Antonitis yet.
He's gonna pump that Yogg with
Tonight,
see the other potion of madness.
Medivh.
So kind of you to join me. So kind of you to join me.
Double Medivh. That's the only creature left in his deck. So then you just pop your power word shield, right?
cards.
There's
pump-
Archmage. It's a little bit
Pump
too late,
that
but
Yogg.
Archmage Flame Cannon. Or actually, after you run your 1/1s into the Medivhs. So
Yeah,
you just
those are
board
gonna be
clear, yeah.
very low valued.
So Flame Elemental into a 1/1, then you ping the other 1/1, swing your brand in the face. No, you ping the one, but you
Aha!
so not only is that 1 damage less to face, there's also a damage on brand that he didn't need. Oh wow.
I am almost out of cards.
Oh, the last card in his deck is the Medivh. Ah,
Well, not anymore.
and now watch Archmage is gonna be the top card in the deck.
That's incredible.
Blessed be this.
Yes, the card we're gonna see next turn.
Yeah, I think this is just super. Yeah, this game. Zeldon has no way to be able to win this game.
But I still want to see the Yogg. Still want to see the Yogg from.
Yeah,
the
I mean
first.
he's gonna wait for it.
Come on, Scud. You know what to do.
Are we just not gonna see Medivh?
Match.
Almost out of cards.
We don't see Medivh.
Come on, Scud. You know what to do.
Yeah, the correct answer here is deal 9 damage to his opponent's face. Exactly 9 damage, if possible. Or actually, that works too, because he exhausts for 2. Yeah, he's just playing for.
Man.
He's playing to win. That's good. Medivh could theoretically screw up just by like nourish to draw, doom.
Yogg. 27 spell Yogg.
27?
27 spells. That's what I wanted to see.
That was 27? Oh god,
Yes.
that would have been ridiculous.
Yes,
so
but
this is
it
going
looks
into
like-
game 3 now?
I believe the score was 2-0, so
Oh,
it
so now
looks like
that's-
Scud is now our victor.
Another 3-0. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. We're gonna be coming right back with another game in a short little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like the next match is going to be Scud versus Get Me Out. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
See you guys in a couple minutes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Praise Yogg tournament.
Praise Yogg!
We are getting everything situated for the next matchup, and it looks like Get Me Out just banned Scud's Priest, and Scud just banned the Rogue. I'm going to tell them really quick that we are ready to begin.
Sounds good. Praise Yogg, may we be found eternally worthy of his presence, and may we be blessed with his presence. And Yogg.
Let's hope we see a few more Yoggs in this matchup here. It's nice to see that they're playing to win, but I mean, in the circumstance of the tournament, I do like to see more Yoggs, and I know everyone loves to see more Yoggs.
I wish that he had lethal on board, such that when he casts Yogg, he'd still be able to theoretically kill him. Just for after the Yogg, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that in order to kill him, he needed to have used spells that turn, and it was kind of in a sensitive enough. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, he could have just, just let him rot, because he knew there was no way he was losing that game. He could have just, it didn't really matter, but I guess it's possible that he could have been Yogged, and then he would have just exhausted himself to high hell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's definitely a thing, which could have happened, so it's better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, yeah, and Yogg is such a wild card. that
Except, no, it's not. It's a pretty standard card nowadays.
Oh, right.
I'm hilarious. Somebody clip that and never make me forget about that. The worst joke I've ever made.
It looks like we still waiting for them to challenge each other and get into the match here.
Yep, they're still setting up.
So do you want to talk about the decks from Get Me Out, since we just saw Scud's list? Remember that the Rogue is banned.
So let's actually talk about the Rogue very quickly with what we see. The Rogue is a RNG heavy kind of deck. So it's got the classic pirate package with Swashbuckler and Patches. It's got a lot of very low cost spells. So we got Backstab, Coin, Prep, Sinister Strike as well to try getting up the count, both to get a Yoggstron and to play an Edwin Van Cleef very quickly. It has a Emperor Thorison to try lowering the price of all of the Razor Petals you're getting from the Razor Petal Volley and the Razor Petal Lasher. We got a Sharazin, which is just kind of typical. And we have a Malagos as a backup win condition if Yogg doesn't kill them first. Or if you might need to win the game right off the bat there. We have a Hunter deck, which is really interesting with 2 Call of the Wilds, and a top curve of Medivh and Thorison. That's gonna be really interesting to see the counts of. We have a Burgly Bully in that deck as well to, get the Yogg count higher. May as well get more coins for fun.
All right, can we just briefly take a second? Control just came online, so just a brief sort of note. Paragon of the Wild community. Just to send your thoughts and prayers to him this weekend. Yeah. All right, bye.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. He just disappeared on me.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is totally strange. We'll see if he...
Let's keep rambling about decks for another minute then.
Yeah,
until
let's talk about Get Me Out's other decks. We talked about the Rogue already.
Yeah, so we've already talked about the Rogue and the Hunter. The Druid deck is mostly just a kind of standard Miracle-esque kind of style Druid with, like the Innervate Moonfire, Earth and Scales, Raven Idol. It's got a little bit more removal with Wrath and Mulches sitting in there. You got a basic ramp package, Fandral and Nourish with Wild Growth. that kind of stuff. You got an Emperor Thoris to try rounding out the levels of the mana cost of your cards, try being able to play them a little bit earlier. Catch an Auctioneer for more draw, Malagos for alternate win condition, Arcade Giants to get a stable base on the board because you're a very, very spell heavy druid deck. And lastly, we've got the Mage, which is very interesting. We've got a portal mage essentially. So you've got RNG with Arcane Missiles, the classic. Blood Mage down those to boost the effectiveness of some of our basic spells. Flame Waker to try, clearing out the board, make our spells a little bit more valuable. Then the rest of the mage package: Frostbolt, Fireball, Primordial Glyph, Azure Drake, Emperor Thoris, and Archmage, Fire Lens Portal, with a top end of Yogg and an Arcane Giant. It's definitely going to be a fun matchup, especially since the mage decks are rather similar in general, with a slightly different top end, but with a very similar base. Back online? There you go.
Yeah,
He's back
and it
online
looks
now.
like he's back online. He just yes, the rogue is banned and the priest. The rogue from Get Me Out is banned and the priest from Scud is banned.
The priest from Scud is really terrifying, as we just saw last game. That was a really, really priest deck.
Oh yes, definitely. And I think that's why Get Me Out decided to choose that one in particular.
Watching the stream and notice how absolutely devastating that deck was. And looks like we're in. Oh, nope, never mind. We are not in.
Yeah. A lot of interesting stuff. It looks like Scud told me that he disconnected for a little bit. I wonder if that's what's going on. He has to restart. Okay. So Scud is having connection issues.
So in the meantime, Krillin, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. Before the tournament here, I actually went and finished up a tattoo, so I'd say my day was going pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm going pretty well as well. I just I finally managed to get into a job that I've been trying to apply for a little bit. It's
Oh, nice.
Just a basic minimum wage retail job, but I've been trying to get a job for the past little bit, and for some reason I have not been successful. So it's nice to finally be able to have official employment.
Yes, that is always nice. Have a little bit of income and immediately see that disappear when the next expansion comes out, right?
Yay! Hey, Math Geek, how big is your bank account right now? Well, it depends. How many months has it been since the last expansion? Multiply that by 1,000, and that's how much money is in my bank account right at this very moment. But the expansion just happened, like 3 days ago. Oh yes, that means I'm poor.
That is always how it is. Looks
Yeah,
like
it's a vicious cycle. So now,
oh,
okay, get me out this
this
restart.
online.
Oh, and now Scud is off again. Oh,
Scud is
we're drum
restarting.
roll. This is exciting. We get to see multiple people leaving the game and coming right back.
We are seeing just about as much RNG setting up this match as we will hopefully in the match.
Who will be the last one out? Tune in next time on Bloody Ox Plays Friend List.
First one to the starting line wins, right?
Exactly. First one to be able to stay in their client for more than 3 minutes will be the one to not get disqualified.
This is
Just
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. Hearthstone has been acting up a little bit recently with some of the most recent patches, so
Yeah, hopefully they get a good stable out. I mean, for me in particular, I don't have much to complain about, but
nor
I
do
know I see a lot of people who have various things to say.
Exactly. Especially on lower end computers, it's really been kind
Yes,
of a pain
it's-
in the butt recently.
Oh,
He's pondering his quests. Scud is pondering his quest. I repeat,
that
pondering
is
his
the
quest.
that is the first thing that comes up when they first get into the client, though.
Yeah, but he was sitting there, kind of just waiting, doing nothing right now. He might have just opened up the client and done something else on the outside, then come back. But it's still kind of funny that
Yeah, we are
This is
going to
the
give you
reason-
guys a play-to-play here, or play-by-play here for what's going on. They're hanging out in the menu here.
ooh, Oh, exciting! Things are getting really heated up in here now. Scud is currently looking at the challenge. Do you think it's gonna happen? Think he's gonna accept this time? Oh,
Oh,
no! It looks like
looks
it's
like a switch.
canceled. Another
Oh,
switch.
no
Oh, they're not
challenge.
gonna challenge anybody. There is no challenge anywhere. Look, we are. This is live, guys. Oh, we have this challenge, Scud.
you
Scud-
don't get content
Scud is
anywhere
accepted.
else, fellas.
They are now preparing to battle a friend, guys. They're now in the middle of preparing to fight. But it looks like it's finally happening. Give me just a moment, guys. Sorry. Okay. Now they're currently preparing to battle a friend. Drum roll.
And they are preparing.
Oh, I see a spectate button.
Yes, I do.
Is he gonna let us? Hey, the game has begun. It only took all of
Mage
forever.
versus Mage, a mirror match.
Let the game
Finally. Oh, man.
they already have.
So you've got an opening hand, Frostbolt, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Arcane Giant for the Mage. Probably gonna cycle out the Arcane Giant and maybe Frostbolt if they're trying to go for a. I guess maybe they'll keep Frostbolt if they want to try controlling the board a little bit. But against another Mage, it might not be as nice. And I didn't see what Scott had in his hand because it was kind of slow. And... Oh, he's got a pretty nice standard burn hand. He cycled out most of that burn to try going for. Oh, he got some nice low drops. That's pretty nice. Might be a
That
turn
one
one
book
Blood
is
Mage.
going to be good.
Ooh, Sorcerer's Apprentice on would be really nice as well. For the next turn, if Meowth plays a turn to Sorcerer's Apprentice, might be really interesting to see a turn to Sorcerer's Apprentice by Scud as well. Ooh, that would be absolutely devastating. Throw Arcane Blast onto the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Nope. Which means we might just see a Blood Mage Thanos come out. Turn 3 coin for Piloted Shredder or something.
I don't know if I would coin out Piloted Shredder as I mean, you need that next turn play. Thalnos?
Yes, but I think that next turn play could consist of playing your whatever it's called, Sorcerer's Apprentice and doing something with it.
Yeah, if the Blood Mage Thalnos lived that turn, I would say Arcane Blast, whatever came out.
Ooh, that's an interesting turn. Is this a good turn to just play the Sorcerer's Apprentice, then Mirror Entity? Not Mirror Entity, sorry, the Primordial Glyph.
Or maybe
See what you get off
Frostbolt.
Glyph? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I would have started with playing the Primordial Glyph and maybe coining it out if I didn't get anything. Actually, even better, you could have played Arcane Missiles and Arcane Blasts to get rid of it anyways. So, if you needed to,
Yes, if you needed to. Here comes Piloted Shredder.
that's good because now he doesn't really have any way to be able to deal with it off the board right now.
Yeah, and although
Not
there's
going
there's a Flame Waker in hand, but there's no spells to activate it right about
Exactly. Looks like Pilot Shredder is going to stay on board for a turn. Probably going to clear out the Azure Drake, it looks like.
now. That would be my best bet. Unless he has a spell that could potentially get rid of it.
Yeah.
Which... Frostbolt get lucky with the Arcane Missiles, or Frostbolt Ping? No, he's going to
Oh.
clear it up with the Pilot Shredder.
He's going to do Mirror Entity, so when the Sorcerer's Apprentice comes out, or the Flame Waker... Oh! That's brutal! That is an incredible 2-drop.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Primordial Glyph.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday
That's
I'll
fine.
be just like you. Someday I'll be just like
Let's get a Primordial Glyph up in here. Let's see what we get. Remember, whatever he picks, this cost is going to be reduced by 4. Kabbalah
Catalyst-
Stone for 1.
Yep, that can be played right now.
Oh, that would be so brutal. You gotta
I
take
don't
the,
know
you
the
gotta
other-
take the Kabbalah Stone.
Yeah, the other choices just don't have a whole lot of value.
Ooh.
Ice Block.
Ice Block, Frostbolt for 3/2.
Freezing Potion at -2 right now.
Yeah, freezing potion, the shield, shielded mini bot. Issuing mana bite is probably a better idea. Yeah. Wow, what a turn! So, is the right move this turn to play Arcane Blast on a Sorcerer's Apprentice into Primordial Glyph?
Flamewaker, Arcane Blast.
Come on, don't play Primordial Glyph first. Good,
Arcane
Arcane
Missiles.
Missile is a good choice. Means the mana bind doesn't get as much value.
Oh yes, and ooh, Arcane Missiles damage. Oh wow.
Oh, that was
That's
a
incredible.
wipe.
Yeah, that is.
Now you can play Primordial Glyph with no worry in the world. Ooh, do you pick Echo of Medivh here? Echo of Medivh is hoping that your
Potentially.
creatures are going to last a turn. Greater Arcane Missiles is going to be like a Pyroblast of sorts against the mage. Probably.
What would he need to target with the Echo of Medivh though? That's the issue. I just don't see.
Well, with Echo of Medivh, you get a Flame Waker and a Shield of Medivh, and maybe more mirror image targets.
Yeah, you could, but I mean
Fire
the Flamewaker is going to be immediately
this is
gotten rid of.
this is an amazing Greater Arcane Missile turn. You have Mana Worm, Arcane Missiles, and just stomp.
Yeah, the Greater Arcane Missiles, if it hits the Conjurer, it's just going to clear it right away evenly. Won't lose any
Exactly.
damage.
So that's going to bring him down to 15. The other mage to 15 with a 2/3 2/2 on board. That's going to be brutal. That could just present a lethal turn the next turn. If you manage to just draw something like a fireball. Oh,
No.
wow. Wow!
That's incredible.
Just go face. Just go face. See if because you can't do anything with the 6/3.
Yeah, you just go face, and the 6/3 is just going to go into a 0/2.
Exactly. Or well, maybe because he does have an he's
Yes.
gonna flame wake your arcane missiles and hope to kill one something. Flame wake your arcane missiles. See what you get. No, you what? Why? Now you can't use the 6/3 to go face.
That Arcane Missile would knife the Mana Worm.
Second to kill.
Mana Worm.
There it is. That's fine. Did he ping the? Really? Why?
You can ping it down next turn.
Yeah, but no, he's gonna swing the Shield of Minibot into the Ethereal Conjurer and ping it. Or Ragnaros.
Or Rag.
Swing the 2/1 into the face. Come on, 1 in 8. 1 in 8. Or no, wait, it's gonna be 1 in 3. 1 in 3. 1 in 3. Nah. That'd be a really brutal 1 in 3 if it did hit. He might not kill the Ragnaros this turn. You
Base
gotta
is
rely
good.
on RNG for doing it.
There's Yogg.
Does he kill it?
Oh yes, he does.
Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, that was the last chance before he would have lost the Flame Waker to it. If he wanted to kill
Yeah.
it, like guaranteed. He has technically lethal in hand right now. Fireball, Frostbolt, Ping,
Ice Block.
and I know, but that's why you ping last.
Yeah.
So he's at Ice Block. Ice Block does trigger, but then you have the Yogg on next turn. That's your only chance.
Ooh, let's see that Yogg. We got 11 spells in this one.
Oh, he could Azure Drake and try digging for his other Ice Block. If he really wanted to play that 1 in 13 game as opposed to Yogg's which is probably a much higher odds.
See what we get. Bless Champion. Consecrate.
Consecration, that's good.
Not gonna say it's good, but it won't save him.
Not enough.
Nope.
That's
Okay.
game.
Checkmate. Well done.
And that's a game for Scud.
Is that 4 games in a row we've seen from Scud?
Yeah, that's 4 wins in a row we've seen from Scud. Wow,
Wait,
impressive
One
work.
Yogg. One
Pardon?
Yogg from Scud.
Yeah, only
Yogg.
one, but
Yep. Would have loved to see that 26 spell Yogg last game.
man, that would have been great.
One can only dream.
Alas. What alack, alas. I mean, we will see some. I mean, we still have a little bit of a ways to go left in this tournament, so we're definitely gonna see another cool Yogg or two somewhere. So don't worry, we're gonna be seeing significantly more. The tournament is long from done yet. Here we go. Let's go into the next game. Oh, we're seeing the Elves Mage Scud's Druid.
Games begin.
For Scud, it looks like he's probably going to cycle away the Jade Idol and the Swipe, and Meowth cycle away the first, third, and fourth card. I saw one of them was a Burgly Bully, one of them was a Arcane Giant. What was the other one? Fireball. Yeah, so you probably want to get rid of those higher end cards. I think Scud's going to get rid of the Swipe and Jade Idol here and try keeping just the Innervate, just so he can get an early Yogg or something of that ilk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
there you
Yogg.
go. There you go. Speaking of Yogg, funny enough, that's not what he's using Innervate for, is it?
Yogg is just absolutely dead right now.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Jade Blossom turn.
Let's see. Innervate
Jade
into.
Blossom.
You could wait one turn and innervate out Fandral on turn
Or
2.
you could wait 2 turns. On turn 3, you innervate out, or you don't innervate out anything, and you just play Jade. So then on turn 4, you'll have 6 open mana theoretically. Sorry, on turn 4 you'd have 7 open mana naturally, and then depending on what you've drawn, you could get to 10 in by turn 5 or 6 if you're lucky.
See, that's the issue with innervating out Jade Blossom. You just don't have that turn 3 play, and you're wasting 1 mana. But I mean, Jade Druid's gonna do its things eventually.
Oh wait, why would you run the 1/1 into the face? It's gonna get pinged down next turn most likely, or not.
Just like you.
Unstable
Oh.
portal.
Yeah, unstable portal definitely. I guess it's just gonna go face.
I think he doesn't have enough memes.
Oh, he can't deal with it. Oh, yes, he can. What do you think?
Yeah,
5?
Living Roots.
Living Room's gonna. Do you want to kill the Ice Rager actually? Is Ice Rager the right thing to kill here?
Yeah, I think you take down the Mana Worm and then you Living Roots down the Ice Rager.
I don't think
Or-
you do. I think you get rid of the
Sorcerer's Supreme.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. Because it's 2 damage, and it's going to be coming in, hitting you every turn. But the reduction in spells might actually be a massive problem for him. Like right now, he just plays the other one, Arcane Intellect for 2.
Both targets are very good. He did go with the Ice Rager. I don't know. You can argue it both ways. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at that value.
Oh man.
Glyph for counterspell. Then you Frostbolt face twice? Nope, you just leave it.
Save
okay.
them. Save them for targets.
Yeah, when you have Azure Drake.
Behold, the rage of
Fandral for what?
Exactly this.
Oh, is he just gonna leave both of these? You can't do anything about him. He doesn't have any removal.
Even if he Earthen Scales 2 Frostbolts. Oh, it doesn't do anything.
No.
Counterspell.
You start with Arcane Missiles here. See what you get.
1. Oh, you can.
Yeah,
stop
you
it.
Frostbolt peg. Then swing your face.
Yeah, and I think the Ice Rager versus Sorcerer's Apprentice play is what's determining this right now. These Sorcerer's Apprentice
Yeah, I
just
mean-
are not going down.
And the thing is, oh yeah, he lost the game. Like it's an absolute loss right now.
Aya is very difficult to take down. Well, herself
that's
is a
just-
Frostbolt. Fireball, Frostbolt, finish.
That's just brutal.
Well played.
Like Scud drew no removal all game.
Yeah, the Yogg in this case is
He
just.
drew all of his high end and none of his low end. That was just brutal.
This is one of those controlled RNG
Yeah, that was one of
moments
those
where
games where
Yogg just was. He was just dead.
Like I want to look back at that deck again. See, so he got his where is it? Druid. Let's look at the highest cards that he has. Yogg-Saron, he drew it. Primordial Drake, he didn't. Jade Behemoth, he didn't draw. But he did draw Gadgeted Auctioneer, Aya Blackpaw, and his Fendril Staghelm, which are most of his high-end cards. like the Yoggstron in his opener, and then getting Edge and Auctioneer just killed him. Because you can't play either of those until at least turn 6, when you've already innovated out a the 3 mana, whatever it's called, the Jade Blossom.
Yeah. That Deadly Shot's going to be really good against a Primordial Drake.
I would agree, but I don't think he wants to keep it in his opener.
No, it's not going to be something you keep in the opener, as the Primordial Drake is not going to be something kept in the opener.
Meanwhile, for Scud, what do you think is a keep here? I think you toss out Aya, Earthen Scales, and Feral Rage. I think you just keep the roots here.
Yeah.
You're
I'd
against the
have
high.
to agree.
Oh,
He tosses
got rid
out
of
a
the
home.
Oh, that's a kill. That's a murderous hand. That's nothing. To be fair, that's also a pretty bad hunter hand. It's gonna pass again. King Zelic on turn 2 and no turn 3 play.
I don't know how many... King Zelic is probably not going to win this.
No, probably not.
Oh.
Oh, it was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yes.
Wow. This is an awful hand for him.
On both ends, to be completely fair.
Yeah, he like the aggro-ish mid-range hunter got a single 3/2 and didn't draw off of it. And Scud, the long-term druid, got no ways to be able to deal with an early game. Which means Scud's gonna win in the end. I mean, again, praise Yogg, so we don't actually know.
Gonna have to get those spells in there.
Yeah. Excuse me. Exactly, so they're just gonna start having to cast little bit by little bit. Like right now, I think the right choice would just be to play your Living Roots for the 2/1/1s.
Yes. Living Roots, get the 1/1s. I mean, the Hunter's not going to be able to do them.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
the way we see it.
Well, that would deal with it, but I don't think you want to play it.
No. It's not going to be something that... Those 2 1/1s are not going to be something dealt with right now.
A hunter has played 1 card all game. Jeez. Now he has to kill that, so he's gonna explosive shot that, I assume.
Good
There you go,
placement.
yeah. It was good placement on Scud's part. I mean, it wasn't like it was spectacular. It was one of 3 places, and the middle place is just obviously the bad place. You don't put the strong minions surrounded by the weak minions.
Yes, exactly.
At least not yet.
That's just given. The first
There is-
Jade card.
Ooh. Ooh. That was pretty good. That's just a lightning bolt. That was pretty good.
He can Gadget Sand, but I mean, Jade Behemoth is just going to be the better play. I was thinking Gadget Sand, coin, Earthen Scales to keep it survived, but
Ooh.
not something
Is
right
this
now.
on the hunt multi-shot? Oh, you don't want to use Hunter's Mark here. You want to use
It's higher valued.
and like the Primordial Drake.
But he also does have Deadly Shot for that.
Oh, you don't want a multi-shot here. These are 2 2s and 1/1s. You want to Azure Drake there. Get your board back up.
Let's
Man,
see.
that might cost him in the end. Not being able to kill off the giant minions that the druid's gonna have. I mean, he has a wonderful turn 9. His turn 8 of Drake Hero Power.
Deadly Shot, like we were
Yeah,
talking about.
this is there we go. Hero Power kill it. Yeah.
Deadly Shot, Azure Drake. Well, drawing the card first.
You wanted, yeah, you just want a Deadly Shot. That's a pretty good turn. The next turn you just Call of the Wild and swing in for how much is that? A ton.
It's going to be 5, 10. It's going to be 10.
Do you actually want to do that? You might not want to do that actually.
Depending on what the
You might
plays
want to
here.
Thoris an Animal Companion. This is just speculation, but you might want to Thoris an Animal Companion because there's RNG associated with Animal Companion that you can play around with for a turn, but there's no RNG associated with Call of the Wild. So you might want to play around the RNG earlier, pop in the Emperor Thorison, reduce the cost of Call of the Wild for the next turn to play that in Hero Power, see if you can pop off a lethal.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
What RNG do you need when faces the place?
You want to get Huffer. That's the RNG you need.
Yeah, Huffer's going to be a good choice.
Time waits
I
for no
think.
one.
I mean, another using choice could just be Emperor Thoris and Hero Power. Because in the next turn, he can play both Call of the Wild and Animal Companion, which is going to be lethal. Yeah, I think that's actually the right choice here. Hero Power, Emperor Thorison. Because next turn, you get to play both Animal Companion and Call of the Wild. And you'll be swinging for 10,
Join me.
which is lethal. Not anymore, though.
I mean, personally, I like this play because I do not see Medivh ever played in Hunter. So
Well,
I
yeah.
like to see that value.
I also don't see, Yogg Swamp played in Hunter ever. But they go very well hand in hand together.
See what the mulch gets. Ooh,
Wow. That's interesting.
let's see what he gets
Look
on.
at-
Mal'Ganis. Wow.
Do you just use your Hero Power? Or you use your weapon? Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Is next turn a Thorison turn? Then try generating lethal?
I think you do. I mean, what does your opponent have to? Doesn't have anything to stop
He's
the
blown through
Mal'Ganis.
his one single mulch already, so... That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna be enough, is it? You need one more. One more damage. Oh, yeah, you had... No, but you don't have to swipe it. Yeah, you couldn't do that. Never mind. So you swing the 4/4 into that, the 6/6 into the 2/4.
Yeah, you
Take
just
a bit less damage. Now, is there lethal? That is a question. There is 10, 9. Can you do 9 damage?
no. Yogg probably can. He is immune.
I would just swing face. Swing face with everything.
Huffer knows what's up.
Yep.
It looks like he's controlling.
Wow, really? I think there's a lot of opportunities to just go face and try going for lethal this game, and he hasn't taken any of them. It's interesting. He
Well,
wants to
that's
try
like-
sitting for the more control long game because he doesn't want to get blown out. Which is exactly what's going to happen. It's really hard to be able to do anything when he's making 7/7 Jade Golems every turn.
Yeah, and it only gets bigger from there. And Tar Creeper's coming down.
Ooh.
I don't know.
What's Power Shot do?
Yogg.
God. I don't remember what Power Shot does.
Sprint.
Power Shot would have been a good choice.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Flame Geyser self. Super the Fishes clears the minion.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good one.
Oh! Heal him.
Oh, double Yogg. Ooh, get that Tar Creeper.
Poke the Tar Creeper. One time. Yeah, nice.
That was a good one.
That was a very good Yogg-Saron. And now you kill the 7/6 and win the game next turn? Looks like it. 14-15 versus, so he's got to do another, what, like 3 damage to his face in order to get lethal?
So he's got 14, 15.
Drum roll.
Yogg.
Yogg-Saron?
Look at that.
Yeah. This little T?
Incredible.
Bad. Bad.
Good.
Very good.
Yogg.
Incredible.
Is that
Oh,
lethal?
man.
Yeah, all the wild's lethal. Yeah, he sees it too. Call of the Wild is gonna be lethal. Oh no, not this turn.
Not this.
Not
He
this turn,
sets
no,
it up.
He has I'm bad. Ignore me.
He's got 3 left.
Yeah, he would be a 3 life. Yeah.
No. He can't. Hero power.
Yep. He can't hero power.
So,
I forgot that he lost one of
bless
his
RNG.
Yogg Sarongs. Let's do it again.
Crush. Self. Ah.
I love how you like crush self. Oh no.
Another Yogg.
Another Yogg and another Yogg.
Ooh, that actually got value. Yogg. This Yogg is good, but it's too little, too late.
No, it's not. He just got a Feral Rage off of. He got a Feral Rage off the.
Ancestors call, yeah. He just survived. Oh man, and little does the opponent know. He does.
Wait a second. No, that's 4, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 off lethal. He's 1 off lethal.
1 more.
He's 1 off lethal.
Let's get those bless RNGs.
He's 1 off lethal. Wow.
Oh man.
So what do you do here then? You can't keep any of these guys alive on the board. You can't generate lethal.
What to do?
There's no way to be able to draw into damage, I don't think. King Zealot, maybe? Does he have any outs with King Zealot? I gotta check now.
That's a good target for deadly shot.
I've gotta see if he has any outs with King Zealot. Yes, he does. He has 1 out.
Job's done.
If he had King Zealot and gotten a Azure Drake. Oh no, he already played Azure Drakes. Blood Mage would have been lethal as well. Because Blood Mage, he could have played on the Hunt Arcane Shot. But there weren't very many cards left in... Are we gonna see another Yogg?
I hope so. He's probably
No,
gonna try to survive though.
Yeah, Feral Rage would be a good call now. Into what though? Swipe? Swipe hero power killer. Yeah.
Swipe.
Oh no, wait, sorry, yeah, +1. That's hilarious.
Oh
So,
man.
is that just...
What is this? How many Yoggs? We've seen 1
This is
Yogg,
like, okay, we've seen
2
3 Yoggs played.
2 Yoggs from Scud. 1 was drawn out from Ancestor's Call, and there's another one in hand. So he has ultimately 4 Yoggs at 1 given point.
And he also bounced, but yeah, this is ridiculous. We've seen many copies of Yogg's, and oh my god, this is fun. Man, both these Burgley Blaze are too little too late. You can't get more spells off of Yogg. Wait, what? Is that going face? Yeah, I guess it might be a good idea they will get rid of the... Yeah, just Jade Idol, Jade Idol, Jade Idol, and... Make a 9-9, a 10-10, and 11-11.
Maybe tip off Get Me Out. Tell him another Yogg.
You mean Scud. Message Scud.
No, Scud has it. I'm saying Get Me Out so he doesn't see all these Jade Golems and decide to concede. He's throwing everything in there.
Yeah, he's doing it. It's not gonna do any good, but he's still doing it just to show what he had.
Ah,
Nah.
man.
Scud doesn't play the Yogs if he doesn't need to. He already showed that he doesn't play the Yogs if he doesn't need to. So
I guess that makes up for the other games when he never played the Yogg.
So is that 1-1 now or 2-1?
It's 2-1. 2-1 Scud.
2-1 for Scud, yeah.
What deck does he have left? So the Priest was banned. So we've seen Druid, we've seen Mage, and it looks like Hunter.
Warlock.
Warlock for Get Me Out was banned, and we have Hunter left for Scud.
Okay. Yeah, Scud hasn't played. Oh yeah, he had the hilarious double lock and load deck.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
That was fun. I like that. And whoever wins this set is gonna be playing against Arrow Bounce in the in the finals
Yes.
for the grand prize of glory.
And bragging rights. Don't forget bragging rights.
Well, yeah, that's associated with glory.
It looks like we're going to be going into the match here.
Illyria versus.
Tremble before the
You had
might of
on the
Yogg.
hunt, animal companion, Emperor Thorson as an opener. So you just toss out on the hunt and Thorson and just keep the companion because it's, the best hunter card in the world. And
Secret Keeper's always a good one-turn play. Secret Keeper, Mad Scientist. I'd probably
Yes,
keep.
you
Oh,
toss-
Alt and Animal Companion. Keep that one.
yeah, so just toss out the quick shot, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm mulligan out.
Quick shot is an excellent. Yeah, look at that. Both of them were exactly what we had said. We toss out the quick shot and you keep the animal companion on the other one. We are amazing at mulliganing.
I'll never tell.
I'll never tell. Just immediately kill it right off the bat. You don't want that living.
Don't want that growing at all.
Nope,
Catch
because
your pick,
that
though.
will grow and that'll be gross. After return to secret, it just becomes a zombie chow. So you don't want that. Ooh, good choice for animal companion.
Choice.
Okay, I didn't mean that it was his. Good choice for animal
Yeah,
companion.
good alter.
Companion for a companion. All's fair. What do you do here? Do you just hero power arcane shot it, I guess? I mean, I actually don't know how to play Secret Hunter very well. So I don't want to say that I'm,
Yeah, just steady shot pass.
yeah. There's not much you can do. Ooh, Scud has both legendaries in his hand.
Hunter legendaries.
Exactly, he has both Hunter legendaries.
Yeah, it should have. It should be orange, with the subtext under summon two hyenas. It should be play 2 in each deck.
Yeah, you can play 2 Savannah Hymens in each deck. This is just legendary because we want it to. To be honest, if it was legendary, it'd have to be like a 6/6.
Either that or cost 5.
Oh Jesus! If it cost 5, woo!
Mm-hmm.
There'd be no reason not to run it then.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to now.
Well, yeah, there are some reasons where if you want to play a more combo-y kind of spell-focused deck, you might not want to run it. But if it costs 5, it would just be way too good value to just not include in literally every under deck.
Oh yes.
I could see arguments for not having Savannah Jaime in
In NA.
no, in a what am I trying to say? In a Yogg deck. So because you want to play more spells, I could see arguments for saying I don't want to have as big minions in my deck.
Power shot, deadly shot. Freezing trap is getting rid of that 4/6 that was tearing up the board pretty good there. Tracking, picking up Yogg Saran.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
This would have definitely been a good turn to play that power shot. Get Me Out is just on a low life total here, and Scud is just driving that home. Looks like, yep, that's lethal here, and Scud takes home the victory and is going into the finals. So Scud is the winner of this matchup, and looks like we're going to be going into the finals, and it's going to be Scud versus Arrow Bounce. So Arrow Bounce is going to be the next one, and we are going to be throwing it to a short little break here. And so stay tuned, and we will get the next match underway.
Hey guys, we're back. Sorry about me apparently having disappeared towards the very end previously. Apparently, I accidentally muted my microphone like a big dumb idiot. So we're back, and we're about to begin our grand finals. We're gonna be seeing Scud play against Arrow Bounce in our finals of the Yogg tournament. Isn't that exciting, guys?
Yeah, looks like Scud gets 3 matchups in a row.
And he's gonna win all 3 of them, right? Or
I'm sure he would love that.
Or is Arrow Bounce gonna come back and defeat our reigning Yogg? Damn it! I couldn't think of a good pun there. Currently, Scud has embraced the power of Yogg Saron to take himself to a 3-0 and a 3-1 finish. He could be finishing this entire tournament in 9-0, or he could be dropping out with a handy score of 5-4. We don't know. It's gonna be somewhere in between one of those, and I'm excited to find out.
Oh yes, I am. I'm wondering who's going to win this last match. Both of them seem to be bringing very strong decks, as they did win their matchups. But see who comes out on top.
I really have no idea as to who's gonna win. Who's gonna win this? Because Arrow Bounce went 3-0, didn't he as well?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So we don't really have any kind of what are their decks weak against. We have a bit of information about Scud's weaknesses, but I don't think it's enough that Arrow Bounce is going to be able to easily just destroy him right off. It's going to be a very balanced match. I'm excited for it.
Yes, and it looks like they're preparing to battle a friend right about now. So it looks like... Are
we going to narrate what's going to happen before this set today? They're both preparing to battle a friend. Drum roll.
Yeah. Yeah, there was drama. What do we have this series?
Oh, gosh.
I
I'm
don't
scared.
want... Personally, I don't want more drama than
You know
what
what I
we
wanna
already
see?
experienced.
I want to see some great Yoggs. I want to see some, 40 spell Yoggs all go off and Yogg not get killed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Get a brand Yogg.
I want to see a brand Yogg that generates lethal. I don't want to see a Yogg. I want to see a Yogg where he doesn't have a chance of winning, and then suddenly he wins off that Yogg. I want to see that. We haven't seen that this tournament yet. We've seen Yoggs that clear up the board, But we haven't seen a super strong Yogg that immediately wins in the game. I want something more definite, more final.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like Scud banned Arrow Bounce's priest, and Arrow Bounce also banned the other priest. There's 0 priests in this matchup.
0 priests. We really don't like the priests up here, do we? Okay, so they're still preparing. We expect to see them anytime soon. Okay, so they're preparing to battle a friend. Let's talk about something else while we wait in the meantime, Krillin. Let's talk about what is your favorite Hearthstone card?
Favorite Hearthstone? Well, I mean, like that's a hard one. My my username is Almighty Yogg, so it's kind of clear why I created this tournament.
I get it because you're a big fan of Reno Jackson. I understand. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
well, yeah, I get it.
So it looks like we're going to the game right about now, and it's going to be the Mage Mirror.
Oh, isn't that exciting? I love seeing mages. They are the most balanced and fun class in all of Hearthstone.
I'm going to take you absolutely literally on that.
You really should not. It was extremely thick sarcasm.
Ah, hello there.
Anyway, so we've got a Mana Worm, Cabal Lackey, and well, I guess they
Hello
already
there.
mulliganed. Mana Worm, Cabal Lackey, Duplicate, and Fireball in Arrow Bounce's hand. That's a pretty strong turn 1. Wow. Look at that. That's a beautiful turn 1. A 3/3, a 2/1, and a secret.
Oh man.
Next turn, you just Frostbolt and swing for... Wow, that's absolutely devastating. Is he just going to Frostbolt the Mana Worm?
What secret? The duplicate?
Oh, he's gonna let it happen.
No, it's just let it happen. Let it ride. Primordial Glyph, infinite
Oh, you
value.
got it. Come on, Primordial Glyph. What do you get off of it? Arcane Intel. I would have taken Ice Lance, actually.
Yeah, it would have comboed with the Frostbolt, but drawing cards is.
I mean, that's true. But having in hand 13 flat damage would have just been absolutely beautiful. I know that Arcane Intellect is probably the better choice, but I'm just thinking about how fast is he able to generate lethal in this matchup, because he doesn't know exactly how strong Scud's Mage can be. It's been kind of devastating. Ooh, that wasn't good.
Yeah, it makes things awkward for the Frostbolt.
If he Frostbolts it, that would mean that he just kind of wasted the 1-drop. And plus he gets a duplicate now, which means next turn he gets to play Mana Worm, Arcane Intellect.
Ooh, this is gonna be a
Gross. Oh, dude, no. You play Mana Worm.
I
Oh,
think
actually-
it's gonna be Mana Worm, Arcane Intellect. Just that you get to draw those cards back.
Darn, that's no fun. I would have loved to see 3 Mana Worms on the field and just, oops.
Like, haha, I've drawn the third one.
Oops, all worms. But wouldn't it be the 4th one? Because we already played one this game?
Well, he drew the first one, duplicated, and then drew the second one. Second
Oh,
one
you-
in attack, yes.
Is he-
Before
oh, he's going to play a
altogether.
Night Scientist.
Gets to easily clear both 1/3s.
Yeah. We might see the Flame Waker into Primordial Glyph next turn.
Primordial Glyph infinite value, just keep going. Glyphs.
Maybe.
Start clearing everything.
You don't see that very often, though. You don't see any kind of those with Mage very often.
Yeah, I mean, technically you can get a OTK on turn 2 if you're just that lucky.
Like, you should do that with Priest. Like, Priest can do that. Priest can do a turn 1 Mana Addict into turn 2 Shadow Visions for lethal. Sorry, turn
Yeah,
3. It's gonna be turn 3, sorry, because you gotta play the spells cost 1 less guy as well.
Hmm. And I think that was one of the bugs that Toast was doing on stream.
Yeah. No, one of the bugs that he was doing on stream was that if you spammed it fast enough, your opponent would be able to skip through the animations, and
Well, yes,
then
it would come
it'll
back
be-
to your turn, and then you can have mana addict on your board and just blow them in the face.
yeah. The difference is that in this deck you're playing Mana Addict fairly, and
Yes,
you're not kind of cheese out a win.
yes, and both the I guess you can call the second one a priest
So-
exploit has been patched.
Does Arrowbounce just win this game then? Like, not literally this turn, but he's got such a strong board that it's not really contestable. Fireball, ping the 1/1, then just
Yeah, this is going to be really hard to come back from.
kill the mad scientist with a 2/3. No, okay, kind of, but
Mad scientist can't clear off much, but it's going to generate him a secret.
Someday I'll be just
I'm not even sure if he wants to play it. Wait, what did he just shoot? Okay, yeah, Mana Worm. Makes sense. The arrow wasn't done correctly on my screen, so... Ethereal
Yeah, we-
Arcanist Counterspell. There you go.
Spectate bugs. At the beginning of this matchup, I wasn't able to see the opponent's hand.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Well, you have to be spectating him too in order to be able to see that.
Yes, but it still wasn't showing me the hand. It just gave me a visual bug.
I think he has one out right now. The only way that Scud doesn't die right now is if he throws the Mad Scientist into the Ethereal Arcanist. He's got to do it now. No. Don't go face.
He's
Don't there
throwing
you go.
But he gets a mirror entity.
What did he get? Oh, it's only Mirror Entity? Yes, that's game. Fireball ping. Looks like game 1's going to Arrow Bounce. Nice quick game. Turn 8.
Well played.
It looks like he has that's right, the Egg Druid. He's got Egg Druid and the Shaman left.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I'm gonna make predictions and say that the Egg Druid is gonna be the last one to come out.
Yeah, probably. It'll be pretty interesting. I like Egg Druid. It's a pretty common wild deck, but it doesn't feel totally unfair to play or play against.
Yes, and you can also stack it to be very, very well off against Pirate War if you want to put in the Glock crawlers.
Exactly, and if you want to put in like the 1/2 pirate and patches, just so you have another minion or two to use, so you can, kill their pirates off too.
Oh yes, and I like the deck because it has enough room for the smaller minions where you can kind of throw in whatever you want. Like if you need to go anti-mage and throw in
It's very
Healer
flexible.
Secrets, yes.
Nature
So it looks like we have the
preserved.
Druid mirror match here.
More mirror matches. I love myself a mirror match. Toss out Innervate Savage Roar. This is what it looks like right now. You want to just stay on the normal. You don't want to be pushing out some big minions this game. You want to kind of just sit back and let the let the tokens climb up. And on Scud's part, I think you just want to keep the
Jade
maybe
Blossoms.
the Jade Blossom, and then toss everything else. Oh, he's keeping the Innervate. Oh, okay. We'll see. It could be okay. Ah, that's good.
Yep.
Excellent top deck there.
Innervate Coin Jade Spirit or Innervate Jade Blossom? Or maybe Innervate Jade Blossom Coin Jade Spirit next turn.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the right choice. Innervate Jade Blossom this turn, the next turn coin Jade Spirit.
It looks like he's going with Jade Spirit this turn.
Really? Wow. He won't really have a turn 2 then. His turn 2 will be Hero Power.
It does deal with the board a little bit. Unless he, innervates out Mark of the Lotus. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Besides the one lost mana, I can see why he would do that. Guess then you just swing face here, right? Yeah, you don't touch the 2/3. You leave the 2/3 alone. And then next turn you Savage Roar.
Oh yes.
Or maybe not anymore.
Yeah, you don't do that anymore.
I thought he might have tried killing the Galacco Crawler. No, he's gonna leave the Galacco Crawler out. Make it so there's only one man and one creature. Ah, that would have been so nice to have.
Power of the Wild, or no, Power of the Wild is too much mana right now. I would say give him a minion.
It looks like right now all you gotta do is just swing with the Galacco Crawler until you can't anymore. I wouldn't even kill the Jade Golem here. Also, oh, there's Mark of the Wild here. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
and
3.
just put the Haunted Creeper into the face.
Yeah.
Or no, Haunted Creeper's gonna clear out the minion easily. But Swipe is gonna get some value here but he's 1 mana off.
Which means he loses a little bit of. Oh, not anymore. So you swipe to 3/2. No, I don't think you even do swipe. I think you just leave it. Yeah. Jade Blossom Hero Power kill the 2/1. Oh no! Now he. Okay. Just make a board.
Can I help you, sir?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. I'd kill the board. Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Let me get back.
Firefly. That's pretty nice.
Jade Behemoth, it's just off curve, but it's better than any other option that was really there. I mean, you could have.
That's gross. Mark of the Charge.
I was just
I'm
about
not
to
gonna
say
let it.
that you could get the Haunted Creeper out and then swipe the Jeeves to get rid of everything on the board.
Yeah. Do any real decks besides this one play Jeeves to any degree? Like, it seems like Jeeves is a very play this card when you're going to be dumping your entire hand on turn 2 kind of card.
Yeah, I think it's just those. You just throw everything up onto the board and then Jeeves. I mean, the only other deck that I can really see is more of a, well, not anymore, an older budget Zoo deck.
Sure, when you had really, really low cost minions, but this is pretty much Zoo anyways. So
Mhm.
this is interesting because Savage Roar isn't lethal. So we can put that out there. Savage Roar isn't lethal, but Savage Roar is definitely putting on a lot of pressure to do something if he doesn't do something about it. So yeah, there we go. That's going to be doing something about it. Get rid of as many minions as possible.
Yeah, make
Swipe
that.
the Firefly! Oh! Hero Power first. Hero Power first.
He can't Savage Roar next turn.
Yeah, he can. No, he can't.
Can't.
Unless he kills a 2/2. No, but he can't. He can't anymore. That's what he should have hero powered first.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Dude, I would recommend not.
Uh-oh. Oh, well. Oh, you can't wild
Kill
growth.
the-
He's at 9.
Kill the 1/1 and go face.
Yeah, I agree. Kill the 1/1 with your 5/5. Not Fandral.
No, kill the 1/1 with your face.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I forgot that he still had mana to do that. I was looking at the wild growth and thought he'd do that, but then realized, no, that's kind of dumb to do wild growth on 9.
Yeah, and then just send everything face because Savage Roar is going to be too devastating next turn. Savage Roar would definitely 4/24, not lethal. It's going to be 2 off though.
That's lethal.
But no, it would be lethal. This is.
Yeah, it's not going to be lethal anymore. Like, this is only 18 damage, so it's not actually, but it's enough of pressure that. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the board right now, if you look at Scud's hand, if he went face, he needed 2 damage. Would this have been 2 damage lethal? No, he would have needed to Yogg to try going for lethal, and I think he would have. Or wild growth. You got a wild
Yeah.
growth and drawn a bit.
Is there any way to get out of this? I think just
Wait, as who?
help
As
with the
Scud?
guys. As Scud. Yeah, just
Yeah, he
kinda help
can
with the
lethal.
guys.
He can generate lethal.
Oh wait, he can, yes. Because he's got 10, he's got 16, 15.
He needs
can
6
also
damage.
swipe.
So he needs 5. A way to do 5
Or
damage.
swipe.
That's 1 swipe. Nope. Swipe face. Do it. Just swipe face and see if, and draw, because you need to swipe in order to generate lethal, anyways. If you can get a feral rage, the rage, whatever it's called, the frick, what's it called? The can't remember what it's called. Not that. Not that.
Time waits for no one.
So he's gonna trade his minions into.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
start clearing the board here.
he's got to trade, and he knows he has to trade. Oh, that's brutal. Antique heal bot. That sucks. Oh, does he get patches off this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's lethal. Savage Roar hero power is 14.
Oh yeah, look at that. Generates.
No. You have lethal. You have lethal. What are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? You had lethal.
Does he?
He did, because he had 3 from patches. Oh no, but he didn't have 3 for the Corsair. I'm
The
dumb.
Corsairs.
Ignore me.
Yeah, Corsairs, not the.
I'm dumb. He only had, because Corsair doesn't have charge. Ignore me. I'm a big dumb idiot. I keep. I don't know how Hearthstone cards work.
Jade
So
Behemoth, Jade Spirits, or Primordial Drake.
Primordial
and
Jake is
Brad.
probably the best choice here.
What to do?
Clear out the main, but then you leave yourself exposed to a Yogg. You probably want to have a little bit more on the board. What are you doing? Oh, okay, just do Jade Behemoth.
Mhm.
Okay. He wants to protecting the Jade Golem that's going to generate him lethal. But it's not going to, because he can just play anti-kill bot and stall another turn.
It looks like we have 9 spells.
Yogg!
coming from this Yogg. Here we go. Mirror
Both
image.
minions are dead! Oh, wait. What's he laying on hands? Wrong guy.
Nope. That's good to have an egg druid though. Counterspell.
Counterspell. Arcane Missiles. What's it going to hit?
Another Yogg.
Echo of Medivh. Woo! Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. Shadow Visions.
Oh wow.
Wow. Dark Bargain is amazing.
Okay.
What?
All right, Yogg. I see you.
What? Oh, 'cause he has a counter Yogg. No, wait, does he have a counter Yogg? He does,
He's got
because the other
12
guy has
spells.
living roots in his hand. He doesn't
12
realize
spells.
it, but he needs to counter Yogg. And he even noticed right now that if he Primordial Drakes, he'll kill everything but the opposing Yogg. And he's gonna lose his Primordial Drake anyway, so he's gotta gamble that he doesn't have, you know, any of the damage like living roots or a yeah, there you go.
Here comes 12 spells.
Everything is awesome is fine.
And
No! Oh, that's a board wipe. That buys him time. No, it doesn't, because he just has living roots. Yeah, that's lethal.
yeah,
So it's game 2 to arrow bounce.
what he sees,
Yogg. Come on. Ah, no fun.
he's going to win.
Yogg would have been a win anyways, because he had Innervate.
Mhm. We were talking about Jeeves and other decks here, and I see that Danny Donuts has put in the chat. Pirate Rogue runs Jeeves, and so does Quest Pally.
Okay, Quest Paladin makes sense. Wait,
Mhm.
do people play Quest Paladin in Wild? I have not seen a single Quest Paladin yet.
It's
I've
not
played-
something that a lot of people play, but I mean, it's not necessarily going to be something that's viable. It's more or less something that
No, but is it actually
Dude.
played? Like, I know it's not viable necessarily.
people are
But-
trying to make it work.
It's like Warlock in Standard. It
Yeah,
exists, sure, but it's not really like played at all by anybody.
I can totally see it becoming something.
So did I.
With the next couple of expansions, like they could make things happen, but you can say that you can argue that about any card.
That's true, because people were saying, "Oh my God, Stone Tusk Boar is horrendous," until they realized that it's like the best card in
A staple in Quest Rogue.
exactly. It is a staple in a deck right now. If somebody told you that a year ago, oh yes, Stone Tusk Boar is going to be one of the best cards in a meta deck, people would laugh at you.
Yeah, now Quest Rogue is going to go from boar control to board control. Yep, and that's my joke for the day.
I'm the one to make puns. I'm so hurt. So is this 2-0 for Arrow Bounce right now?
Yes, it is.
So if he wins with the, I mean, this is the only other deck he has left, the Shaman. If he wins with Shaman, that's the end of the tournament. Scud's trying again with his Jade Druid. Persevering through. He won't die.
I think Coin, Wild Growth,
Yeah, I agree.
pass, Jade
Because then-
Blossom,
Yeah, exactly.
or leave it,
And then on turn 3, he has 5 mana.
or make me eat my words. That's fine. That's fine.
Nom nom nom. Did he calculate something that we didn't?
I'm sure there's something there. Wild Growth turned. Oh,
Oh,
see,
wait, he could be saving for.
yeah, he can Jade Blossom next turn, and then Jade Behemoth on essentially turn 4.
Yeah, but he didn't
Or
have
no,
Jade Behemoth in his hand opener in his previous hand. What I was thinking is that he would play Coin into Gadgetzan, and then play Innervate. Actually, he doesn't even need to Coin into it. Yeah, next turn he has Gadgetzan, and then he can Innervate Coin, draw 2 cards, play a 3-drop.
Yeah, it's a tough call in the beginning. The beginning marks a lot of things for Jade Druids.
He
That's
stalled
what
a
I've been
turn,
told.
but then he gets both of those cards for a Gadget. Ooh, that could be really good, actually. He's just gonna jam it though. That makes sense. Respect that. I respect that. It's reasonable. Oh, double Maelstrom Portal. He's not gonna play both, but it's pretty funny.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
One day, I'll be a real. What did he say? One day, I'll be a real.
A real knight.
I gotta double check that because that's not what I heard. And I could just be bad, but is it? Wow. I heard something way different for some reason.
I have my game on mute.
What? Why do you have your game on mute? The sound is some of the best parts of Hearthstone.
It's too distracting when I'm trying to talk and I hear the music in the background. It's just something.
Oh no, I turn off the music, but I have all the audio effects off. Oh, he's looking for the volcano next turn. Just thinking, I swear to God, if he plays a Gadget and Auctioneer, I'm just gonna volcano and spit all over this entire board.
I got the best deals anyway.
There we go. Now he's gonna try spitting over this entire board.
Swipe clears it.
No, yes it does. He has a Zerg Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Excellent. Most excellent, dude. Buffing it isn't gonna do anything. Is he buffing it?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like he's doing it.
It is just gonna be a volcano next turn. Oh, he didn't buff the card I thought he was gonna buff, but it doesn't matter in the end. Ooh, wait. Maelstrom. Nice. He's gonna do it. If he got the spell damage one, then he would have absolutely done Storm.
Jade Behemoth or Eye of Blackpaw. Yeah,
Aya.
obvious that Wild Growth is not going to be played this turn.
Actually,
It's
no,
very
I wouldn't even
clear.
play Aya. I wouldn't even play Aya right now. I played the Jade Behemoth. Yeah. Yeah, Jade Behemoth, so you can get Aya on a more valuable turn to have a larger board presence.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Aya's just gonna be ramping hard here. She dies, she's gonna summon a 5/5, so there's no point in killing her. Or, well, unless you can get rid of the 5/5 Jade.
Exactly, which I don't think you can. Oh, well, speaking of Jade, devolve! Okay. Oh, he got one of the best 3 drops. 3 mana 5/5.
Devolve, gain +1/+1.
Jeez.
Well played.
Is that lethal? That is lethal because he has both
Yes,
Hero
it is.
Rages. Scud, great. Yeah, which means last turn when he put up Aya, that he was also setting up lethal. I forgot about that. I totally missed that. By putting up Aya there, he set up lethal. 7, 8, 9, 10. He still would have had lethal with the Jade Behemoth, but it would have been much more difficult to ensure he had lethal because he only needs one other minion if he has Aya up, I think. It is currently 2-1. It was 2-0 and now it is 2-1. That was a good game.
Yeah, very much so. And the Jade Druid pulling a victory, not usually how Jade Druids pull their victories.
Wasn't through a long, war of attrition, just slowly stalling out. It was just kind of this is how Jades were meant to be played.
Yeah, kind of more mid-rangey. What was the biggest Jade we ended up seeing? I think it was
4. It was 4. Nope.
yeah, the
In
next
end-
one was going to be a 5/5.
Yeah. So the next one would have been a 5/5. When he played Aya, he got a 3/3. Then he played a Jade Idol, which gave him a 4/4. Then it was devolved, and he had lethal. So he didn't even need to. He didn't even need to get to 5, which is really impressive, to be honest. Sometimes face is the place. Also, in Scud's hand, I think he just gets rid of the high main. You keep the Secret Keeper, and you keep the. Oh, you don't keep the secret. Okay. I would have absolutely
That
kept
is
the secret. Yeah, arguably, but yeah.
And there's the Savannah back.
There's a Savannah again. That's a pretty pissy hand, to be honest. He has one more playable card. Okay, now 2 playable cards.
I think, yeah, cat trick here, just make it a 2/3. Give it a little bit of ability to survive.
Where'd you get off that? Oh, of course. Protect himself for 2 damage. Mad Scientist, and then just hit the 0/2. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is he gonna devolve already? We're gonna have a 1/1 and a random 1 drop. Oh, wait, I forgot. This is wild. You can get a 0/2 off of that too.
Oh, that's right. Lock and load.
Oh, but you need to have both lock and loads in order to have a really fun time.
Really
Lock
get
and
that
load,
full value.
use the lock and load into all of your 0-cost spells that you reduce because of Thorison. That's how you really play Hearthstone.
Get maximum greed out of absolutely everything you do.
Exactly. Also, actually, quick question. I actually don't know the answer to this. If you brand into Lotheb, do enemy spells cost 10 more?
Yes, they do.
Jeez.
And if you were to say step the Lotheb back and keep going, you can go as high as you want. Well, with the limit of the
Past 15, you can't do any more. Like, if you increase it by 10, then you can still play 0-cost spells. When you increase everything by 15, you just can't play spells at all.
Oh yeah, there's 0 spells, but theoretically you can increase the number the cost of all the spells by whatever you
Sure.
so desire.
Oh, actually, then interesting question. If somebody Lothebs you, and you're playing Paladin, and you play the card, I can't remember what it's called, the reveal the top card of the deck, whatever it costs, then you do that much damage. Does it deal 5 more damage?
Oh, you mean Holy Wrath?
Yeah, Holy Wrath.
I believe the Lotheb only affects cards currently in your hand, so it's going to be you're going to draw for the cost, and then it's going to be increased.
Darn, that's disappointing. I was really excited. Fighting like a new silly combo.
For Holy Wrath.
Exactly.
Rather than
Make a spell only deck and just wait for somebody to play Lotheb against me.
just keep queuing. I don't know how quickly you'll climb ladder, but that one time you hit it.
Oh, of course, it would be a really bad deck, but the one time I hit it, does he arcane shot the arcane shot this turn? Wow. Ugh.
Misha's a good one.
Yeah,
Misha's
Misha's
good.
fine.
The other two don't really do a whole lot. This draws out any kind of removal. You just can't go through.
That's fair. I gotta double check. Does Arrow Bounce have a Bloodlust in this deck?
I do not. No, he does not.
He does not, because Bloodlust would be lethal here.
Hey, goons! Over here!
Lock and load. Magnetor? Nope, Snake Trap.
Just more random traps.
Yeah, might as well. More Hunter cards is always good.
Brand's still going to be on there.
5. Alec, you're the Windler.
Let's see. He's got. He's used 4 mana here. I think he's just gonna
Heal himself.
heal himself.
12. Full health.
Dangers of Bran.
Come, midnight.
Lock and load. We get to see it again.
This time with the Snake Trap. Come on, get another secret.
Yeah, just keep spamming secrets.
This looks like it's going to be a game for Arrow Bounce. This does not seem like a very dominant game for Scud. He's gotten some pretty bad beats this game. Looks like it's going to come down to whether our everybody's favorite minion pulls it in the end for us.
Yeah, he does have 6 spells currently pumped into Yogg, so
6 is
he's
enough to
right.
have 3 Pyroblasts to the face.
Yes. Oh man, what kind of game would that be if he just pyroblasts him to the face right now?
He doesn't have a choice. He has to do that or he's gonna lose.
Question is do you attack first? Looks
Nope.
like he's not. Minions are still alive. Unleash.
Wait, what did oh, of H damage. Oh, they're all gonna die though.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a good one.
But what's
I
gonna kill
mean-
everything? Oh, nothing. He can still attack with the. Okay, he did. That definitely buys him a little bit of time. He's gonna kill. He can't kill the Lotheb. He's gonna volcano and just kill everything.
Quickly.
He won't be able to kill everything though. If he volcanoes right now, something is gonna live.
I I think he's still gonna volcano.
Now 4 health of stuff is gonna live on the board, if I did my math correctly. So actually, because there's +1 spell as well, 3 health of stuff is gonna live on the board.
We'll see what
Gonna
lives.
live.
Yogg.
Oh, dude. It's like both the high health minions managed to survive the onslaught.
Let's see. Do you ram
So-
the Yogg into the 3/5?
Eaglehorn Bow quick shot the 3/5? Or do you quick shot the Lotheb? Oh, he's cheating. Yeah. Which
Arrow
means
bounce.
Arrow Bounce takes it.
Arrow bounce is our victor.
His hand was also just ridiculously nutty. I don't think there was very much else that Scud was really able to do. He could have stalled it out for another 2 turns, but he knew that it was that was it. So congratulations to Arrow Bounce for winning the tournament.
Yeah, congratulations to Arrow Bounce. And remember to everyone out there to follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Facebook. We are going to have
And Twitch,
Oh yes,
of course, the most important one.
Yeah, follow us on Twitch here. I mean, come on. And we're going to have a tournament coming up here tomorrow, the Dino Size Ungaro tournament, and it's going to be for the EU players.
Let's see some
So-
more Hearthstone Circle Jerk representation winning this tournament again. Come on, guys. You got to come out and see if HSC CJ wins again.
Yes, definitely. And so come back tomorrow, see who wins that, and we will we would very much like to have you guys tomorrow. Well,
Absolutely.
yes, and thank you for joining us tonight. This again was the Praise Yogg tournament. It was the 4th weekly tournament that we held here by Bloody Ox Esports. And good night, everyone.
Night. Praise Yogg!